Blog Talk Radio.
Chomping at the bit to get going today. Tick tock, hurry up. Anyway, welcome to Outside the Bowl, the Super Bowl. We're going to take you on a whole new... There's another one we got. I can prove all the flat earthers right. So easy. Oh my God, they have no idea how right they are. I do. Because I know what the fourth wall that you can't see is. It's behind you. Go ahead, look at it. You're not seeing that, are you? Yeah, shadow thing. It's kind of within, though. You gotta... Never mind, I'll get to it. Anyway, Note of caution. Careful, this dragon's on fire. Yeah, for anyone that wants to sling around an old demon name like it's me or something, is taking the Lord's name in their own vein. Okay? That's what it means to take the Lord's name in vain. In the forehead. I'm going to show you how this one-dimensional world, and that's what humanity lives on, is a one-dimensional world. Well, 1D, ID. It's the same thing, right? A 1 or an I, right? What's a little clip on it to confuse you from the concept of the one, this singular? So let's get you off the page once and for all. See, here's the thing. People think they're going to go about their lives trying to live, and they haven't even got off the fucking page yet. But you're going to write a book of life, and you're still glued to a page? What, you got some knight to serve? Some esquire? Yeah, choir is a page. Yeah, just like a voice choir, right? They like the little pages at the parliaments, don't they? Yeah, little choirs. Yeah, it's all about serving the night, these guys. The dark principality. Helm's Deep. You know, that's a problem when you put a drain in, let all the truth drain out. Some crazy ass petard is going to come in with all sorts of sparkly crystals and it's going to blow your motherfucking wall to hell. And you'll see just how safe your Helm's Deep really is. Yeah, boxed yourself in. Well, I'll tell you what, since we got you outside the box, okay, I'm actually going to show you how to get outside the bowl. I think we're kind of ready for that now. All right, let's look at it. It's been crazy the last couple of days in terms of this shit just ain't slowing down. It's just getting better and better and funnier and funnier. Yeah, you want to get an instant block. Take the Lord's name in vain. Yeah, and you know which one that is. Because that is the most not who and what I am in this universe. Just go ahead, sling it around, see what happens. I'll come up with all sorts of crazy, wonderful phonics like this. I'll show you. These idiots. Yeah, okay, let's post a legal thing first. And then come in and slur. On my table? Yeah, well, I got a lot of friends at this table. You don't come and fucking sit on the table and wipe your ass in a big streak down the middle of it. No, I'd burn you for that. Damn you to hell sort of thing. Because you're taking the Lord's name in vain. Right? You take it upon yourself. That which you have wished upon another. You just took that demon into your own vein, stupid. Don't do that. Stupid. Anyway, let's have a bit of fun. It was kind of interesting when I checked yesterday or whatever. I had for posting the shows, I just do them one at a time, you know, because who knows, right? Why waste time setting up one for something that doesn't exist like tomorrow? Considering I'm in the now, it makes sense. It's kind of pointless. But anyway, if I need to do it when I need to do it, then I need to do it. It's not because I have to do it. It's because I need to do it when I need to do it. Because if I have to do anything, I've cut half the purpose out of it. So I don't have to do anything. I just kind of stay in the hole, you know. It works better that way. It's a whole lot more beyond 3, 4D, okay? So I'm going to take you on a little journey through the 1D to show you, and why the legal name Fraud, the fictitious cartoon character, is the trap of traps. And it proves all the flat earther people right. It's right all along anyway. It's about seeing it from an infinite plane perspective, which is not easy to do. It's sort of like if you envision yourself, say, at the, quote, South Pole, right, Antarctica, yeah. Well, we'll get into that. Truth I see of the Christ, Tica, T-I-C-A. Just depends on your phonics skills and whether or not you're pigeonholed into a literal definition or two to one word, thinking that's all it means. The menace is everywhere, guys. Watch your meniscus. you kind of got to go over the bowl on this one. All right, let me go down to this. For those new to the table, hang on tight. This will be a ride like you have never experienced. For those that, the ones that are flying alongside, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not slowing down. Again, it's a one-room, schoolhouse teaching kindergarten to grade 8 all at the same time. So what I'm doing now, because I thought it was more beneficial, is just simply teach grade 8, and that way the kindergarten can catch on to the rest of us. Okay? All at the same time. I don't like caste systems. I treat everyone equal, right? So you decide what class you're in and what class you want to be in. Just hang out here long enough, and you'll figure out what all us grade 8s are talking about. Okay? Because we're actually, minor 9ers now. All right. I'll get to that one in a sec. Yeah, just another note, too. The table is not for being the Facebook pages or whatever that I hang out on, and, of course, the Skype rooms and the table here that we speak at. I'm not interested in monkey chunder, okay? I'm not interested in intellectual babble gum that you fucking chew on. It's like an everlasting babble gum drop, you just chew on this shit like a cow chews on a cud for hours and hours and hours. And you need 7 stomachs to fucking stomach this shit. So take your sound, speed of sound, mock, and stow it in your own stomach, okay? Because I'm done with you, Mac. I'm done with the egos. I'm done with the intellectual buffoonery, okay? Because I'll tell you what I can do to your intellectual buffoonery. I can shred you down to a fucking dot that you live on. All clever-like. Really smarty-pants style. Because you're missing the true creation of what thought is while you're trapped in an intellectual pre-programmed for you, taught and programmed into you, made to believe everything that you think is real into you, and you don't know shit. You know jack shit, but you know what jack shit's all about. It's all about stealing goose eggs and, mother goose and the harp, the voice of, a little Jew tree action, little Jewels. We'll get into the trees thing, too. Anyway, Eagle is simply this, all right? So try to play along with the other kids, because if you're going to be an ego intellectual, you're in kindergarten. So try to keep up with the kids that are actually playing with sound and creating a new reality with it, having understood how this works, singularity stuff. All right? So try to keep up with the older kids here. We've been here for a while. All right? Everyone's welcome. The only one that's going to keep you out of class is you. The only one that's going to be off-ended is you. Because you're not going to off-end me. And you'll see very quickly how big the boots are that I have on. And you will get kicked off the edge of the universe. Don't do that. Because whether you're ready to fly or not at that point, I'm going to kick you out of the nest anyway. It's just the way I fly. You don't shit in the home nest. None of us other little birds do. Watch Birdman. That was a good one. Get to that one later, too. Ego is simply this. It's intellectual babble gum that blows big babbles but pops very easily. Most duly noted with people that speak in intellectual 3D-sounding terms while thinking in a 2D world of monkey chatter. Easily spotted in things that they discuss. All I have to do is check your page. It's very easy. Like economic solutions, legal remedies, social reforms, quantum physics, Cupid dolls, that shit. All sorts of literal stuff, etc., and all manner of intellectual buffoonery. The Egyptian pyramids and all that shit. Yeah, we know. It's time for you to cut your nose off to spite your face, Birdman. Get your sphincters together. What's funny is they think they're too smart to get fooled. This is the fucking joke on you intellectual buffoons. You're so fucking smart, you're stupid. I'm going to show you how, because you think you're a paper doll, and I can prove it. What's funny is they think they're too smart to get fooled by something as simple as legal name. That's the legal animation, anime, fraud, felony, trap. Yeah. That's what they call normal. And really, really, really believe and try to get even more intellectualer to feel like they're gooder than you. It's so funny. That's where the U-turn sign is. Turn the fuck around, stupid. Because I put a dead-end wall there. You'll see my pretty little face looking at you. See when you get back, smarty pants. Look, you just had to turn around. Look at that, ego Yiddish man. Ya ID-ish. What are you? Ya ID-ish? Yiddish? Yiddish? Get this? Yiddish? The dish ran away with a what? Spooning, are ya? Spoon doesn't fucking exist, monkey chatter. Chunky monkey chatter. You know what monkey chatter gets? Chunky matter. Makes it hard trying to make a nice smooth soup, you know? You fucking potato heads jumping in. But there you go. Just saying. You know, things like, let's see. They killed, they mocked, they shilled at the preposterous preponderance, or assertions that the planet, the earth, the land might in fact not be flat, but actually round. Put to death any other thoughts. Committees fought and taught all other questions. What the fuck is that? You, my love, ask far too many fucking questions. And all the wrong ones, because you're asking questions that you don't know the answer to. The only question you can ever ask another is one that you know the answer to. Lest you be caught in a fucking lie. Like I will catch you in a lie. Regurgitating someone else's bullshit. There's the, what is it? Yeah, that's your goodwill hunting. You know? That's the goodwill hunting moment. Remember the student that Will bitch-slapped? All Katie bitch-slapped like in the bar? And got the apples of Eve's phone number? Oh, we'll get to that tree bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, so fucking chill with the buffoonery. Block. But thanks, because there are people that actually want to play in real creation here. Thanks for making room. And that's all I see it as. Right, so let's get into a couple of things here and have some fun, shall we? Yeah, the I Ching, I love perfect. It's just perfect because it is. When things just get confirmed after confirmed. And let me see. Just a reminder to that old Venice moniker, the poison that ripped apart my entire life, that some people still think is me or part of me or something or anything to do with me. Okay? I'll tell you what that is to me. It rings as pure venomous hate for the poisoned sound it is to me. Erased from the ink blot deluge shun all lists. Deluge, flood, truth, shun, yeah, deluge, shun, all lists. Oh, they're all sinking, right? Where their ships and minds are always listing this way and listing that way, got a shopping list here, got a list it out there. They'll sink before they sink. You see, because they think they're all about the I, and only when they sink will they know the why. Best understand the why and sink now before you sin too far. You see, it's like a nice pint, nice frothy Guinness. And creation's going to take a ruler across the top. And all of the cream comes off the top. And the only thing that's left is a frothy mess. The cream always rises to the top, you know. If you notice that. The Kivro Iam, consciousness am, the Kivro E, Christ consciousness, the spirit of the law of truth within the breath of self, of consciousness, in the Christ mind, am. Okay? Because if you choose to be the name, you are the infinite Ami, or the name, En-Ami, of creation itself. You see, you are no bigger than a fucking dot in that reality. You're one-dimensional. And you're pretty thin for being as thick as you are, paper dolly. You live in the Salvador Dali land or what? How about the Dalai Lama Dali land? Come on, you've been to Dollywood. Dolly would do this and Dolly would do that. But Dolly would never paper you over like some paper doily, Dolly. Your illusions, Salvador. The paintings. Nice anagogics. And this is why I can't... here's another one. The magic is so beautiful. I just can't store your sound. Blaz. You know, sheep, bleats and blaz. Femurs. Oh, the big bone in your what? Thigh. That's right. Thigh. Sagittarius, Sagittarius. You know the femur? Heading to your femur camps, are you? That's because you're a Sagittarius and you're all elf centaured. Capiche? Because they're two duality, self-centaured for me. A Sagittarius thingy, the old name demon idol, has nothing to do with me, and I damn to hell anyone that uses that Lord's not applicable me in their vein. You spoke it, it's in your vein. I'll bleat you out, sheep man, sheepish. Oh yeah, bleat you out. That's what it means to take the Lord's name in vain. Get all flat earth on it. Your little dot, Department of Transportation that gets pushed around by paper, Dolly. How are you going to go beyond the second dimension when you're still in the first? Do you know how to create a second dimension? You know what a second dimension is? It's two dots connected. Creates what they call a fucking line. Capiche? It's still devoid of form, though. Because you can just run it around in circles. You might want to spiral that dot out. Creates a big idea. But here, let's just get it simpler. Because as soon as you figure out your path, lies will take you in every direction. You'll go circular on that one. As soon as you find truth, what you notice is this, is you have a point A and a point fucking B. Ab. Somewhere to go to. Since. Ab. You're here and there at the same time. So let's play the game of walking the line, shall we, Johnny? Okay, it goes something like this. You want to triangulate your position. Well, you need another point of you, don't you? Yeah, it would help. But if it's all about you, self-centered, self-serve, I have all, cut everything to, survival, you might call it, while you are self-centered on your own survival, you will never get past your point of view. Because it's only your point of view, fight, flee, or freeze, reptilian brain stemmer, legal namer, that keeps you from fucking moving in a line at all. While you're caught in a lie, infinitely. Line. Lean. Lend me your ears. Let those who hath an ear listen the fuck up. Okay? It's a very simple thing, really. How are you going to move if you can't even get another point of view in your fucking head while you're too busy trying to sell your own? Do you know how many points of view I have been able to collect in my lifetime? Here, I'll let you in the secret. Don't bother cutting, because I collected all of them. I thought that was a good idea. So I could see how some people look at life and I go, okay, well, that's not something I would do. And then I look at something and go, hey, that's something I would do. That's benevolent. That's malicious. That's benevolent. Okay. Don't like your point of view, so I'll just blot that one out. No, I like that one. I'll go in that direction. Feels good. And that's the trouble with truth, is because as soon as you start coming out of your fucking sleepy snooze, SGNUS, you fucking wildebeests, stop hitting the snooze button, okay? Wake up. The bells are going off. The fucking bells of St. Mary's have been ringing for fucking ages. Have you noticed? Okay, let's get it real smart tonight, okay? Let's get smart, Agent 99. Enough of those fucking doors closing and trapping you in like some Don knotted up in himself, okay? Bring the knots. Okay, well, that's the haves and the have-nots. So let's keep it a little bit simpler. So when you are thinking and are acting and being the legal name, paper doll cartoon character, in thought, it is a contract with another thought. Signed, sealed, and delivered, that thought was. And if you agree with that thought, so are you. Time to raise the bar, raise the seal, start walking on the page and not being an ink blot within it, you see, because you're a dot at that point. So now you have a viewpoint. So I've seen enough points of view and always looking for more points of view. Have you noticed? What are we doing here? Are we looking for everybody? Come, share your point of view. That's how it works. You know, just add that to the pile. It's beautiful. That's the right Gomer pile. Now we're marching in the I haves of March instead of I hads. There we go. All right, so to get to another point of view, you just have to connect the dot. As you know, over the last long time, it's me wanting to connect something in your experience with you. That's a dot connection, that we can both walk the same concept in two different experiences, but they're the same thing. So it's both the literal and the allegory singularity between the 2 points of view, you and me. It's something we can agree on completely. You too, huh? Yeah. I sat in the jail cell, so did you, huh? Really sucked, didn't it? That's true. We can agree on that. Let's show how to not ever have to experience that. That's a good idea too, and others shared that. Thought that was a good point of view coming from me, because I thought a good point of view coming from you was that's not a good thing, I'm sure. Let's see what we can do together to stop others from having to go through that. Good idea, thumbs up. That's what I thought too. Let's shake on that. You know, a little dance move and give your body a shake, and you've shaken on it, right? It's that simple. You know, shake well before stirring. So now we have a couple of points of view, and we're starting to triangulate ourselves to get more dimensional in our state of thinking and being, more outside the box. And how many ideas have we had at this table that have went so far outside the box? You question yourself, fuck, am I nuts or what? Am I seeing? What? You know, you do that a lot. That's a surefire check of your sanity. When you're checking your own sanity all the time, that's a surefire measure that you're kind of in the zone. You're in the Arizona. You're in the now. So hang out there, right? Yeah, Kansas is close enough. Just hang out in Arizona. Got it? Oh yeah, I know a few grins that just happened. But anyway, well, that's what you get for hanging out at the table for a while. I really get to know you. And I get to show you where you are and where I am with you. There you go. Okay, so here we go. Now, once you can triangulate your position, you have to do that within yourself. Okay? Once you see the dot, wait a minute, I'm not that thing. No, you're not. Okay. Erase the straw man, tin man, fuck the cowardly lion. You're going to have a bit of fun walking on this yellow brick road for a bit. Okay? Just to make sure you woke up. You'll get a little sting here and there. It's not too bad, though. You'll get through it. If you actually pay attention to what we're saying here, you won't experience the scorpion sting at all. That's a really good idea, I think. It's, you know, if given the choice before to be here having this given to me, I would say fucking A. Seriously? I wouldn't have had to go through... No, you wouldn't have had to go through any of that, Katie. Fucking A. I'm in. Okay? So I have a perspective on this, as do others, that have went all in, balls deep, in Helm's Deep, too. Okay? We know the road. We took a bulldozer to it. You want to keep climbing over the rocks and shit, you knock yourself out, but we got this super highway of truth. It's pure fucking gold. You want to walk that one? We can get you here. It's real easy, but you got to, you know, sit nice in class. You got to stop just blurting shit out. You have to stop and think. Pre-think everything before you say it to make sure that you are not going to lie. By saying something simple as, geez, guys, you won't believe what happened. Of course I won't believe you because you just told me you're a fucking liar. Why would I? Shut up. You see what I mean? Okay, that's kind of how that works. And where the demon gets offended, it's clinging for its fucking life through a one-dimensional dot, poke hole, a little pinhole camera that's attached to you and is sucking your soul out. So it's going to put up a little bit of resistance. It's going to throw things at you like fear ideas. It's going to ramp all of the 7 vices, the 7 deadly sins. And it's really going to fucking rail on you. But that's all it is. It's illusion. It is the one thing that is parasiting your life. And we get into all sorts of literal things, and I will tonight. I'll share a number of different perspectives from different areas, the Bible, flat earth, whatever the case may be. It's all telling you the same story. I'm going to give you a visual of 24 frames per second versus 65 trillion. I'll give you that perspective tonight as well. Hopefully you can see it. You're going to need to have your strobe light on for this one, okay? It happens in the twinkling of an eye. You'll see it. Anyway, let's get back to the dimensional thinking. All right, what we have, once we get off the page, we're not a dot anymore. The actual pen is moving in your book of life because you found another point of view you liked, one that you could completely agree with. And once it is established between 2 or more, it is established truth, never to be removed again, ever. Don't tell me you don't wield power, because I know you do. You help me wield the truth power all the time. And I know the power that is that changes this consciousness. It's quite humorous after a while. From the femur up to the humerus. You know what I'm saying? It's all a Christ journey. So humor me, humor us. Be humorous and humor me. All right. Hummer. Oh, yeah. Get a Hummer, eh? Where was I going here? Sorry, I just derailed myself. It's just not slowing down, is it? Okay. There was one. Oh, here we go. No, I won't do that one yet. It was a very short little one. I thought it was. I want to get to that. Sorry, I've been posting a lot of. Hey, is this it? Yes. You will never know your truth. You will never know your truth until you understand this lie. And that's a legal name fraud. As pitifully simple and as incredibly innocuous, inert as it appears on the surface, is exactly why it is the most potent venom of all. Well, everybody uses one. Yeah. Talk about a mass hypnosis program, eh? Mm-hmm. Under the spell, you hit the snooze button, you wildebeest. SG. Hey, are you listening to the snooze again? That's the news. Snooze. Oh, CNN snooze. Snows. Snow White. Did you get snowed in, Eric? Oh, it gets funnier. Yes, you will never know who you are. You'll never know your truth or truth at all until you understand that lie that you've been living. Legal name fraud. And I'll tell you, it took more than your breath away. It's stealing your very soul. See, when you take Lucifer out, then it becomes sour. Sours. It's so beautifully simple. It's so crystalline in its nature. This effigy dripping in its efficacy and simplicity is mind-blowing. There you go. There's some big words. I think those are $5 words. Intellectuals love that shit. Makes you look all smart and stuff, doesn't it? All I said was it's really fucking simple. Give your head a shake, okay? I prefer using that because it's a little bit easier to understand. Very simple, you know? But that's the problem with simple, is people have been so alliterated into so many different directions and so many variations of story upon story upon story. You can't really say what you mean, and people actually hear exactly what you mean while they have their own fucking ideas swirling around in a tornado, taking their house and dumping it on me. The wisdom of the East, thought after thought after thought. Getting a little bumped around there, Dorothy. Fucking Toto's not happy with you either. Or dropping, you're dead, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, you'll never know your truth until you know this lie. It's watch, I'll prove the flat earth theory. You ready? This is fun. I had such fun last night. Oh. Yeah, the Birdman was pretty funny. Very dry at the very beginning of it. Took a while to get into it. There was a lot of the whole build-up. I get it. As soon as it was about the last third of the movie is when I start. Oh yeah, here we go. Here now we're getting somewhere. And that's a problem with watching things in way faster time than this reality can dish up. But I'll tell you why the legal name fraud felony is the King Meniscus. Con Plato's. I love this. Oh, I'm going to have to read this literally. If you're not on my Facebook, go to kate.renee.5, because, you see, you cannot just listen. If I'm reading something, you cannot just listen, because you're going to hear something completely different, because you're caught in a spell. So what I do is get you to show and tell, play kindergarten with me. And it's full school, right? Kindergarten to grade 8, we're all the same. So I'm in kindergarten. Could you imagine going to kindergarten and being as smart as a grade 8? Yeah? Fuck, you could show off to all the kids. Oh my God, you can read. Oh my God, you can write. Oh my God, you know your time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's pretty fucking impressive. So I like hanging out in kindergarten, and all the kids have a great time because we all learn so much more, so much faster, eh? Hey, guess what I found out? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, you have to kind of read along with me. It's story time. Okay, it is. You better have it in front of you. And I'm pretty sure I've posted these over in the Skype group, but whatever. I can't keep up with me, so don't even try. Okay, it's pointless. It's just too fractal, too fast. Anyway, why the legal name fraud felony is the King Meniscus, King Menisc, Namra Palette, connect the dots, Scorpion Kings, got it, cuss, to curse, con Plato's, cave, with Plato's cave, concave, you know, the cave, in the mirror of the convey X, or the convey key, with the truth of life, Meniscus of Mercury, right? Now, I could say that literally. It'll sound something like this. Why the legal name fraud felony? The meniscus concave in the mirror of the meniscus convex of Mercury, wisdom. These are allegorical, anagogic concepts contained within rearranging the spells to see the fullness of the spell. You got to have a few tricks up your sleeve, though. You have to know that X marks the spot means life. It means spirit. It means soul. It means all that is. Ki, chi. All right? Things like that. And you contain that. All of that is contained within that one sigil. It's the cross that you bear. It's that's the soul that you bear, to make bare, to bear your soul to all. That's the cross you bear. The kiro of the is. Might say SS. It's is. Creation itself. I can go off into countless allegories. And I do mean countless with that one symbol. And it will connect everything. And I will show you how it connects. Because once you bring that X within self, that's you expanding in 4 directions. Your mind is opening. And now it's your bubble that you're expanding, not some bubble gum that someone else is blowing. Or you'll blow your bubble gum, and someone else will pop it. And then, of course, hey, then they blow a bubble, and then you pop that. That's a literal back and forth. It's like a bunch of kids poking each other in the face every time one of them tries to blow up a bubble for bubble gum. Bubble gum. egos fighting back and forth. Fuck you, I got a bigger bubble. Pop. That kind of shit. Very, very childish. Doe deer, a female deer. Now there's a photograph, or a picture rather, a drawing, square and stationary Earth. If you can envision a drop of water, I'm going to show you how slow things are here. The plane of existence is infinite and vast. It's flat. The grid is flat. It is between the worlds. It is the layer between the oil and water. The energy itself, life source, ki, chi, alpha, omega itself. Expanding in infinite direction. Arced. Giving the illusion of flat or straight. In an ever-expanding arc. Think of a nautilus and expand that out exponentially, and you will begin to understand the sheer magnitude of this glorious creation that we are of and in. Now imagine take a block of ice, smooth as silk, and then you take a molten chunk of iron and drop it onto the ice. In that instant, it hits, it melts, turns the water, creates the deluge, and there you have it. Frozen in time. Hard to describe this. If you can envision a water drop going into the water and the top part of it is still showing a little bit and the splash is going out around it, that's a freeze frame. Captured at 24 frames per second, very slow. So what we're doing is going through the ocean of truth. Break on through to the other side kind of thing. Closing hell's door is probably a better way to look at it. Try to get the visual of a drop of water. Slow-mo camera. What do they have? 1,000 frames per second, 10,000 frames per second cameras. Still motion. Yeah, it's a big picture, guys. It really is. And these are all over the place. Okay, on the same plane of existence, the illusion under a dome. Tomb. 3 days in the tomb, remember? Tome is a book. Doomsday book is a census. Right? For accounting. What keeps you on the page flat? You can't get through. You can't get through if you're on the page. You got to peel yourself off that page, kids. The idea of it is the glue that keeps you attached to the page. Bound in a book of the dead. It has very, 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 very large spiritual ramifications attached to it. Ram, Phi, Ka, Shuns. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that right now. Year of the Ram and all. Oh, yeah. The little goats. The dead little goats. Oh, yeah, they'll be bleeding soon enough. Okay? So what else did I put here? So you got the picture of the water drop frozen, just as the round drop is pushing into the surface of the water. It's frozen all around us. Funny that we talk about Birdman and Admiral Byrd. Sounds like my kind of adventurer, He made Indiana Jones look like a bartender. Anyway, really cool cat. And, what he ran into was the wall. The impassable wall. Keeps everything self-contained. Wouldn't want any of this little vermin getting away, right? Because the cream gets skimmed off the top and the rest is frozen. It's real simple. You can't stand it moving, truth. You'll get frozen by it. Truth is fire. Lies are ice. That's why it's always about the off ice and the on ice. You see? Off ice Opha, serpents. Right? Little squiggles, little wiggles. Worms on a page. Pinhole cameras. You have the keyhole to walk through. All divine feminine shaped and everything. That's your escorts, your skirts, your hems and haws. Escorts, divine feminine, core T, heart of truth, source itself. Better idea, hey? So anyway, as I put in the explanation, it's a lot easier to see it, and take your time when you're reading anything I write too. Sound it out. There's way more there than, I know those that can see it right away. I know the ones that can actually not only write Phoenician, but can read it. Reading is the tough one. Writing it's easy. Understanding it, read it. That takes some art. And you'll find the art when you find the aha. Another name, that's one of King Menace's, Meniscus. That's one of his kids. Prince Aha. Menace was also known as King Aha. And I already went through the Aha, building of the DNA chain, Jacob's Ladder, all of this stuff. Okay, so let me see. What do we got here? Yeah, Doe, a deer. Now remember, Doe is do-e, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Do-e, do consciousness. You know, do within consciousness, or do, or do-o consciousness, right? Jane, Yon-e, Jane, do-e, Doe. 17755, right? That's Jane Doe-755. So you have the Yon-e, do-e. So Yan or Yan is creation source consciousness, do consciousness. All 17, like. Interesting that Admiral Byrd was born in 1888. Oh, it's Dee Washimoto. She's going to have some fun with that one. Time to Washimoto proprio on that, eh? That's what I thought, too. I see the doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Almost like splashdown, isn't it? Into the ice, creating the deluge. Yeah, I see the plane of existence in flatline infinite arc. You know, 20,000 leagues under the sea, Nautilus style. I can see for miles. Oh, yeah. It's really neat. The global of our reality is like a drop falling into a frozen lake, two-dimensional plane. Noah's flood, flu as in the chimney, the fluid, the sickness of the id, the 1D, sickness of one-dimensional, ki-ni-ni, chimney, chim-chim-chara, chitty-chitty bang-bang. The realities like Swiss cheese, all across the flat plane, infinite. Little pox pores on the skin of reality. Chicken little pox, the sky is falling. The Skyfall, all Bond, James, 007, look up the birth bonds, you'll find them there. Do drop in. Almost like the Three Little Pigs. Can't huff and puff and blow this motherfucking house down there, Wolfie. You got the straw and you got the sticks, but you won't get these bricks. Mama Bear's involved. You know, the the true rooster. Yeah, I thought you might see that. Under the Doomsday Boo-Ka book, fear, the Baal Zoo-Ka, Oh, look, all the little animals, 2 by 2, onto whose ark? What? In a 65 trillion per second movie, frames per second movie, modus operandi of life, the 24 frames per second would appear to be like a drop of molten lava, dropped onto a sheet of ice, briefly melting it and forming the, quote, earth, unquote, reality, in a strobe light slow-mo movie, breaking the water 10 shun, creation shun, and creating the meniscus of Mercury, being convex, walleye vision, like looking through a bubble, where water is a concave meniscus. Only truth can melt, or magnetic electric, melt the cold hard lies by being the mirror of the cold hard truth, which burns like Promethean fire. As stated, we'll discuss tonight, but I'm sure you're seeing the Phoenix magic in this one. P.S. Intellectuals need not, I love this one, Phi L sofa eyes here, philosophize. Phi, creation, L, Lucifer, sofa, sitting on your potato, you fucking couch potato, eyes, you're blind. So intellectuals need not philosophize here. They can't hear with their eyes themselves yet. Still using the sheep use, or eyes use, use eyes. What's this about IOUUOI thing anyway? Game of master-slave, paper dolly, land monkey with cave, concave, bottom of the glass, empty concave rim. Got to fill that glass to overflowing with truth. And if you notice, I'll tell you about that in a sec. Not the, not theory, or the E or I. I love how that works, theory. The E or I. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. That is where the meniscus of concave begins to convex. That's where the as above, so below converge. Savvy? See the glass at the point of overflowing, just at the point of overflowing, and you will see the convex wisdom like Mercury fillings versus lemmings falling off. Okay? So when you fill a glass right to the top and it's just about to go over, the water tension holds it in a convex. That's the plane of existence of holding the truth at tipping point but never going past it to match the wisdom, the Mercury that is convex in the same way naturally. Wisdom is natural. Water can be concave and convex. It's a duality. H2O. Ho. Ho, ho, ho. Up the key, me, knee, huh? Oh, Capricorn Jesus in the knees. Willing the bones. You bonesmen? March 22nd. Nothing like shattering that little skeleton, hey? Old Jack Skellington. Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd say watch out. Keep your eyes open. Yeah, today, funny enough, is Galactic Tone 6, right? Of course, that matches up with me in the solar aspect of the Mayan calendar, 4 reflections with 2 mirrors, lunar and solar calendars, as above, so below. As you recall, it was duality Kawak, 2, storm, and 6, deer, doa deer, a female deer. 6 being the psyche, or the spirit of life. Psyche, or 6. It's very simple. Just don't get yourself a 6 shun 8. You know what I'm saying? You'd be crazy otherwise. So that's pretty much it. Today's Galactic Tone 6, crocodile, some crocodile tears for all the bonesmen tonight. Got your goat, have I? All right, well, let's carry on, have a bit more fun, and get these mics open. What do we got here? I'll still get over an hour here. Anyway, I'm not trusting much in the rollover. Sorry about that again last. It's like, oh my God, just as soon as somebody gets going, there goes the Skype spinning. It's like, yeah, like, what was it, 2 minutes in again? Something like that? Jesus, somebody doesn't want us talking here. Have you noticed that part? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Truth pushes through everything, and you become the completely untouchable. Like you are literally Moses, the modus operandi of creation, divine feminine itself. That's what Moses represents. It's an allegory. It's not some guy with a fucking stick. Could be, couldn't be. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you what it is, though. That's you, Moses. parting the emotions, the Red Sea. Nothing gets in your way. And I'll tell you, anything coming up behind you, that shit closes in on the fucking chariots and the Pharisees. Yeah, it's all the same thing. Pharisees, empty fields. They are the field of broken dreams. Okay? Walls come tumbling down. Yeah, Jericho falls around them because you're the mountain moving through, collapsing all their lives and their mountains' lives, and they can't come anywhere near you. It's pure magic. But apparently people like, playing guns games and dressing up as little soldier boys and cops and stuff and patriots and, pointing little sticks that spit cobra venom of death, You think they'd want peace or something, I mean, that makes sense to me to have a little peace, don't you think? I think the only little piece they're interested in is a little piece of ass they get from their TNA, their DNA, their tits and ass. Because there's the convex penis and the concave vagina. You see what I mean about the meniscus? That's the meniscus. See, you've been divided. Let's go to the Bible, shall we? Apparently some people think this is a decent book. Because this will help explain the Pharisee of the temptations of the Christ truth. I'll share a few things here for you. Were you not told to never eat of the tree of life? They called it the tree of knowledge. They fucking duped you. Watch. The tree of life is anything with sentient consciousness, i.e. it has a face, a heart beating within. Death eaters call it simply meat. These are the temptations of the flesh. It's got nothing to do with getting laid, okay? It's got you all afraid of yourselves. When man ate of death, mankind became as death. That's the knowledge of good and evil. Only upon eating death would you know death. Not a good idea. The temptress or temptor, time ogre, has run out of time. Perhaps a refresher on the facts, eh? Let's try this out. This is out of Genesis. I believe chapter 2. No, chapter 1. Fucking first page. Have you ever got off the first page? Here's how you get off the first page here. Legal name, tree of life, tree of knowledge stuff. Watch. 29, and God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. In case you're wondering what the predators are, they're the predators. They like their calendars, colanders to put you through the sieve. 30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. You see, eating of the tree of death turned the animals into carnivores too. How do you like your chili con carnivore? Key lie, there's the life lie. Con with carny. What, you the carny veil? What are you, a clone? Oh, you might pronounce it clown. Remember, we can't be cloned. We're not fools. So there it is. I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. Only by being the predator or the predator can the predator feed. You cannot cheat time and fate, only bluff it blind man's bluff style. The bluff is over. Have you noticed? Best noticed quickly. Best noticed quickly. That's all I can say. Mercury in its molten room temperature form creates a convex meniscus naturally in any container. Now remember, container. Kunt is creation. Okay, cuneiform, Kundalini, the energy source of source itself, right? Tane is a mirror of of consciousness, spirit breath. So that's your container. That's your creation in the mirror of consciousness, spirit breath. And it's Mercury, wisdom, knowledge, creates a convex walleye. Okay? Naturally in any container. Only when water, which is naturally concave in a container, tane, mirror, okay, the lie mirror, reaches the upper rim or rime, the upper rime of the called row in, basically calling your boats in. You know, this is your ship, come home. This is you calling your ship home. All right, boat 42, come in, please. Come on. Okay, that's you calling in. That's your cauldron. That's your cold drone, now called drone. Call it home. You know, bees, the queen's calling you home. Does it match the convex of Mercury's wisdom natural state? Only when it reaches there does it match the convex of Mercury, wisdom's natural state. That's where the convex of water and convex of Mercury are perfectly aligned. That's how to align your stars. When they are both in the same D-ish, right? D being half the whole, ish, man, half the man. At the same time, do both convex and concave, you might call it transgendered, two-spirit, between the worlds, okay? Now you got an idea of this. When they are both in the same dish, I am the dish and the spoon at the same time. When they are both in the same dish at the same time, do both convex, male, and concave, female, occur simultaneously? Oh, yeah, I like that one. Yeah. And it looks like this in the cross-section. I put if you, on your computer and you have do the lesser than symbol, then a bunch of dashes, the greater than symbol and dashes, then the lesser than symbol, and it looks like Zeus's lightning bolt. Okay? That is the three-dimensional concept of looking across Mercury and water aligning together. That's the lightning bolt. Okay, that's the lightning bolt of Zeus. You've heard. If you look it up, you'll see it. It's like two opposing Y's. Okay, I've talked about that many times. Ass above, sow bellows. So above, so since the creation of truth, the ass bellows. Hee-haw style. Hee-haw indeed. The donkey. So if you want to try to pin someone else's tail on this donkey, I have my own key I wear. I'll take that motherfucking tail and I will pin it so far through your donkey ass, it will come out your anus on the other end. Okay? Just like a worm. So hard to starboard, kids. Hard to starboard. I'm just going to toss a tune on here and grab a coffee, and we'll get the board opened. We got 55 minutes, 39 seconds to roll over. BTR listeners 056 tonight, and for Skype, and to call in 347-637-3265, and let's see what I've got. Here's a pretty one. I like this one. Pretty eyes for my daughters, Emily and Hillary. Yeah. I've actually been on a nice tear lately. This is off the live album. Pretty eyes, amazed and filled with wonder, what a friend I have in you. Pretty eyes, what a spell I'm under, so much so there's nothing I won't do. Since you showed me there's more to you
find behind those pretty eyes. Pretty eyes, your smile incites affection, melts a heart, and heals this old one too. Pretty eyes, the windows left wide open, lets me come in from the cold to feel brand new. Since I've known you, there's more to you. Your first breath told me why. It's more than pretty eyes. A daughter's love is what you'll find inside. Now close your eyes with kisses of a butterfly. Be still, I'll be waiting when morning finds again your pretty eyes. Pretty eyes, what a spell I'm under, so much so there's nothing I won't do. Since you showed me there's more to you than meets your pretty eyes. There's more to you left to find behind those pretty eyes. Yeah, pretty eyes, amazed and filled with wonder, what a friend I have in you.
You know, one day, my daughters might actually realize just how hard this has been to hold this position in complete defiance of everything I want to do. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Mirror, mirror, kids. You want pain? That's a painful mirror, but I got through it. It's a true story. Yeah, girls, I love you this much. Watch. You'll see. All of you.
There's love here too.
Oh, I know, sweetie. I know. I was just pondering the irony of it. How much I want to reach out and just, and I can't. It's a bigger picture. See, that is literally defying everything Luciferian in its most pure form.
So we're in a mission possible.
Mm-hmm. Mission impossible, baby, because we're all it is. It certainly sucked to be in that glass whenever the foam gets skimmed off the top, It's going to get awful cold instantly. Talk about frozen in time. Do drop in. See, hell is cold. Heaven is fire. The eternal flame. Well, black, white, hot, cold. I mean, you can talk to, you can't really talk to him right now because he's probably a little preoccupied, but Admiral Byrd, he hit that wall. It's getting into the minus 200 Celsius range. They couldn't get past it. That's the one wall you can't see. That's basically your three-dimensional body is reality. Dragged into it, sucked into it with the thought through the legal name. It literally is that. That is the one string that connects you to Lucifer's world. And these strings are breaking. Heartstrings, if you want to call them something literal. the more you are in love with the name and the idol and what it gives and the survival and all the rest of it, those are all heartstrings. And anything that's attached to that through the physical body are all heartstrings, and you have to cut them all. It sounds like an impossible task, but it's not. It takes incredible resolve. It takes incredible ability to rape yourself, looking for all the lies within yourself, confronting everything within yourself to clear up the seven sisters, turn them into stars, spiritual stars, virtues, virtues. I choose truth. That's the virtues. In all of these things. To always be mindful of these things constantly. There's no room for liars in heaven, kids. Okay? That's the point of this. The biggest lie of all is illegal name fraud. That's how they constructed the flat earth. Or made it round, actually. Gave you the illusion of three-dimensional round. It's a fucking bubble. That's the bubble creation. We're just stuck in a bunch of bubble gum getting chewed up. Cows cause. Depends how you pronounce it. Crows cause. It's all played out in the anagogic. It's the game of name. Name everything. Give it a form. Solidify it. Trap it in time. We're a little bit more fluid than that, though. And this just isn't letting up. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Don't pump it into your arm. That's the vax or the vex in consciousness, vaccine. They'll even try to pump some thimerosal mercury, shark cartilage into your blood. Have a look at the poisons that they want to get under your skin with, all Epimetheus epidural-like. Remember, a fish does not feel pain. Pisces fish do not feel pain. The only thing a fish feels is pressure. Scientific fact. They don't have any nerves for pain. All they can sense is pressure. So I'll give you an example of a goldfish, i.e. the Pope, getting chased by a piranha, i.e. Kate. I'll show you how it works.
That's funny picture.
Okay. Yeah, watch. Kate the piranha chasing Pope the goldfish. Kate's hungry. She's tired of bullshit, so she decides to consume those lies, to shit it out the other end, in the form of eating the goldfish called the Pope. Now, the Pope didn't feel anything when I took the tail off. That donkey. But certainly felt the pressure and had a need for survival. And the only time a fish will move is when it's under pressure. When it feels the pressure, it doesn't know the pain of it. It only knows the death is coming. Do you see, the only way to move the system, the Piscean system, is to nip at its tail, to start taking bites out of it. And illegal name fraud, felony exposure, is a fucking barracuda. Kudos, baby. Chew them up. You know what I loved about barracuda when I was diving? Beautiful fish. Nasty looking fuckers too, though. But they're beautiful. What I loved about them, I remember diving on one, they had just sunk a wreck. Well, I couldn't really call it a wreck. They had stripped down an old decommissioned Navy patrol boat or something. Big bastard. Wasn't tiny. And they sank it off I forget what reef it was, in Cozumel. Might have been Barracuda Reef, actually, I think. Because it was known for barracudas. And I remember diving it. At the bottom, it was 140 feet, and the mast started at about 60. The communications mast for the conning tower. What I liked about it was two really, well, I loved the dive, but the two things about it I loved the most were the barracuda. They had tendency of schooling around there, and jellyfish. I know it's kind of odd, but just stay out of their way. They're quite beautiful to watch in the water, though. So there's always a plethora of barracuda and jellyfish around this wreck. Anyway, the thing about barracuda that are interesting, just like in the courts, as soon as they turn to face you, they disappear. You can't see them in the water anymore. Make for a deadly predator. But that's what makes you the deadlier predator, because now, when you turn that barracuda to look at you, it just fucking disappears. Never to be seen again. Predator disappears. That's where you're going to be doing the real fishing. And the only time this barracuda is going to feel anything to make it move is the pressure of the truth. Taking chomps out of its tail, out of its fins, its dorsal, do, re, say, L. I don't think so. I'll keep my own dorsal fin, phi N, going here. Thank you very much. Okay, 5, fin, grease me a fin, will ya? $5. 5, there's a 5A, the creation of truth. Bucks, well, hey, don't be passing the buck to me. That's your stag. Stick it in your own ass. All right? It's all in the phonics. It's a beautiful thing, kids. It's a beautiful thing. The key that opens up the whole upper dimensional level is legal name fraud and understanding the lie that it is. That thing that you've been using in commerce and all the rest of it throughout your entirety of your life was the complete opposite of everything you are. An idea created from our image after our likeness of the Luciferian realm. It's not too late to change your path, Just got to change your mind. That's all. Switch from the brain to the heart. It's only mind you have to change. Because as hard as the road might look and might feel some days, and many of us have had that, still do, ongoing. I'm bored out of my fucking tree right now. But anyway, I get it. We get it. We understand. We've done the walk. And one thing I can say from this point of me that is shared by others, that one, is it worth it? Oh my God. Your soul, ask yourself, is your immortality worth it? Kind of a stupid question, really, but okay. Yeah, it is. If just for that, be a little hard to experience something if you're not there, So I chose to be there. Life. Choose life. Get off the page. Legal name makes you a dot. One truth revealed gives you a line to walk. Keep walking the same line. You'll find yourself triangulating your own position of me, myself, and I, and you find the third eye, the true self, because the Tweedledum, Tweedledee, Cain and Abel duality of the brain and the brain stem are fully exposed for the monkey-chattering little demon attached to you that it is. When you get a grip on that little demon, if you don't, well, you know me, right? As I typed last night, that kitty, she's a fucking smart as a whippet. Yeah. Well, for those that don't know what a whippet is, it's a greyhound, a small greyhound. You used to get down to the whippet races in Belfast, right? My grandfathers loved that shit. But anyway, yeah, well, I'll tell you what, fast as a fucking whippet. You take that little dragon head of yours, the little demon that's attached, and whip it out, and wait do you see how fast it gets whipped. Because it's a parasite attached to you, and I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. So it might sting. It's not the scorpion stinging you to death here. This is what it feels like when you don't have a cigarette handy to pull the leech off. You have to rip the fucking thing off. If you give me a second, though, I've got a smoke going here. I can take it off slowly. Just hold still and see the leech for what it is. And quit attacking me. Because I'm the one trying to get that leech off you that's killing you. I hope you don't mind. Or fuck you. Do it yourself then. Go get your own fucking smokes. Yeah, you can't see it, can you? Well, good luck fucking finding it. It's just trying to help. And that's where I live. That's my house. Leech free. We use bleach around here. We don't be the leech. We bleach it right out, all nice and white-like. You know? So it's just you and I, Ferocity. It seems nobody else wants to talk tonight. No one else wants to come in and share their point of view that I'm desperately looking for to share with them to see how beautiful they are. Fuck them.
What a flat life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, what do we got? 38 minutes. Well, we don't have to do a rollover. Oh, the Tree of Life thing. Did anybody want me to go over that? U-tree,
sure.
Jew-tree, Jew-el, Jew-er. Yeah, that kind of shit. Okay, let's show you what the fucking Chosenites are all about, shall we? Silly bastards. We're the chosen people. What, your little fucking menorah labia? You like your labels, don't you? Your labia of L's? Here, check it out. I'm me. Well, what are you? What I choose to be. Any questions? No, I didn't think so. Yeah. I'll make up my own mind. I haven't really decided yet. I'm still kind of dancing through this. I never will decide. I'm such an undecided type. Creation, just let it go. Let it flow. U-tree, right? Jew-tree, you know, what is it? Yehovah, Yahweh, Jehovah, Jahweh, Jawa. You know what them Jawas are like, eh? Picking up all your R2-D2s and your fucking C-3POs and toss them in the bin, yeah. Yeah. So I'm just going through a few anagogics here. I want to find one that works really good. A lot of baskets to go through. I can go through them pretty quick, though. All right, so the U-tree, Jew-tree. All right, well, the U-tree is symbolic in the ancient Celtic, or Certic. Cert, I see. Certainty, I see. That's when the curtain becomes the certain, right? It's not the curse of the mirror. It's now the seiro, the spirit breath of the mirror. That's where the curtain lifts and the certain falls, right? Everything in front of you falls because you're certain about it now. No more curtains. It's curtains for the system, you see. The U, Y-O-U, Y-E-W, E-W-E, whatever, you, the letter, symbol, you are, what you think you are, has been jewelized. Dazzled by the diamonds, jewels. Jewelized, dualized. The sparkle outside of you caught your attention, apparently. Stuck your head in to have a wee look, did you? Yeah, that was a fucking smart move, wasn't it? What was that? Oh, yeah, twinkle, twinkle, what? Fuck. Yeah, twinkle, little star. Yeah. Just to find out where you are, to drain you. Time to close off that pinhole camera. It's really, really easy, though. You just got to stop being so wall-eyes about it. Right? So the Jew is the IOU. Right? It's the one that commits the sin and gets you to agree to take the guilt for it. Lets them get away with it. Somebody else took responsibility for that sin. I don't take responsibility for another sin. Just my own. Thanks. I decided that I've got a better path to walk. More virtuous, more benevolent. And chose that. It's called truth. And humanity is destroying itself by being a little dot in the infinite vastness of this creational reality. It's time to be the sui enemy, right? The sui, you know, sui, you can call them little pig's home, enemy. Time to be the pig's enemy and the sui, the am. Infinitely ami, infinite friend, the infinite am I, with all that is. Tsunami, you might call it. Soon, Ami, soon. Very soon. Unless you saw the Sun Tzu, Art of War. Yeah. Yeah, the battle was already won, and the minute Mom and Dad said, "You're so-and-so," that was the original sin. First time you heard it was poison to your ears. It sounded like sweet honey, though, didn't it? Hey, Mags, how you doing, sweetie? You there, Mags? Unmute, eh? Let's get all philosophical. You know, let's sit at the couch here and pull some creation out of it, shall we? Oh, what's open, guys? There we go. Hey, there you are.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, perfection. How about you? Hey,
Oh,
Mags.
man, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah, good little dance tonight, eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to fly with the Phoenix, isn't it?
It sure is. It gets you there quick, right there.
Yeah, it brings you home, brings you now. It's the other thing, you need wings to do that. You got to get out of the nest. You fucking little nesting dolls inside a fractal paper doll. Get out of that one first, then you'll see the other dolls.
Right.
And they're not eye dolls at all. They're you, doll. Oh, my. Mags did try to jump in there. You're very quiet, Mags. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Awesome. Fucking
sure,
awesome.
Yes. I'm glad you think so, too. How are you, hon? Come on, talk to me.
Oh, God.
Yes?
I'm
what do you want?
It just, wow. When you started talking, when you said Yanni Dewey, it cracked me up because I was using that as, I was calling myself Yanni Dewey, investigative, forensic investigator for getting up. That's funny. I was playing around with the title yesterday.
Yeah. Hi, this is Yanni Dewey of the Huey, Dewey, and Louie Company, calling from the GNI Piers. We're here to fuck your day over. How are you?
Yes.
That sounds like a fun intro, doesn't it? I was thinking it's about time to have another AP Reuters event. What do you think, you know? Man does life for using legal name, you know? Wow.
Yeah.
Write it up like a newspaper story. These people love the fucking snooze button, don't they? The Eskimoos. Eskimos? What? Eskimoos, more like it. Time to get in your own canoe, huh? Paddle on both sides. You're going in fucking circles, mate. Up the creek, Greek without a paddle. Pad L? Nowhere to live there, Lucifer? I didn't think so either. Now you're fucked. Are we having fun with phonics yet?
Oh, yeah.
It's a trip, isn't it? It's a fucking trip.
Good fun.
But you see how far and wide your minds dart in all those directions at this time? Isn't it cool?
Yes, it is.
Well, how many stories did I pull together there for you? And the thing is, you followed me perfectly. This is what I'm saying. This is Flying Phoenix. Flying Phonics. This is the sound above the ash. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Especially when every night I listen, or when I'm able to, either in the evening or catch it in the next morning or after midnight, depending on my schedule. It's just everything that I'm going through or I talk about, those little synchronicities pop up at the table. I'm there, whether I'm there or not.
I love that schedule. S-key duel. Yeah. S-ka-duel. Escadrille? What are you, fucking biplane flyer or what? You know, they had a flying circus, right? The escadrille, with the flying circus? Yeah, a bunch of duality biplaners, you know. They lived on a duality plane of a singular 1D existence called death. It's kind of funny, that.
Yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around all of this.
You can't. This is my point, Mags. I'm not interested in you wrapping anything anymore. It's time to open the wrapper of your Tootsie fucking Pop. At least this time, Lucifer can't lick your lolly pop and chew your Toto Jeannery C. Sci. Ve and give you a big crunch. Typical OL style, you know? Did you not see the commercial? I posted it yesterday.
No, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, at least the turtle
lick, crunch.
Yeah. No, it was 1, 2, 3, crunch. It takes 3. Yeah, fuck you, owl. You know, at least a turtle, Mr. Tortoise, told the kid the truth. I don't know. I've never been able to do that. Well, thank you for being honest. Here's the stupid part, right? Here's the kid asking the tortoise how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Turtle doesn't know and says, well, go talk to Mr. Owl. Mr. Owl does it, and here's the problem, kid. You got a Tootsie Pop of your own. Why don't you fucking unwrap it and lick it and see for yourself how many it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? You. Instead of asking somebody else to do your licking for you, because they'll fucking crunch you right down to the bone, won't they?
Oh,
That's humanity. That's humanity, wanting somebody else to lick their fucking Tootsie Pop to see how many licks it takes to kill them. How about you keep your own Tootsie Pop and find out for yourself, eh?
Yeah, I prefer that.
You'll get more answers that way.
Yeah, well, you know Shylock, he loves that gooey pound of flesh nearest the heart center, you know? Centaur. It's all about the femurs with these guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, murals and murals are mulers, as far as I'm concerned. Look at our Muriel over there. What's she with herself? Panting? What? Ariel, Muriel. Oh my God. Glockenspiel. It's all about the ELs and the EORs and the EIEIOs with these mothers, eh? They can take their vowels and shove them up their vow asses.
Yeah, the little fucking psychopaths. Yeah. I'm there with you.
Yeah, well, here's the key to your freedom, slaves in the galley. Slaves of Galilee, Gal illegal, Gal illegal. You got it all illegal on this shit, okay? See, there's the thing. Everything legal on this planet is spiritually illegal in heaven. And the biggest lie you're living is thinking that you are a dead legal name when it is in fact illegal to even use one in the legal world. Gotcha fucked, eh? That's the catch-22 though. But let's go to the I Ching just to be clear on what's going on right now. Does that sound like a plan? I thought so too. Let's go. Catch-22 revealed. That was the one. Now, here it is. The Catch-22 revealed of the legal name fraud. It's damned if they... Here's the thing. Damned if you do, damned if you don't in the survival, literal Luciferian world. Here's how it works in the spiritual. They're damned if they do, and damned if they don't. Once you know you're not that, they take all of that sin back. How about that for the 7 adventures of Sinbad? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Catch-22 revealed is the legal name fraud. It catches them in their own net. The Pisceans fish themselves. The goat cannot move forwards or backwards equals legal name fraud exposed. The goats go circular and butt heads like butt heads in Uranus orbite. Yeah, you've literally chopped their oars off. Their E-oars. Their consciousness oars are gone. And they start sounding like Eeyore too. They look like it when they come up to your, what? Are you going to eat that hot dog? No, here you go. Here you go. Anyway, 34, Ta Chuang, the power of the great. Above, Chen, the arousing thunder. Below, Qian, the creative heaven. Oh, we'll talk about the kibbles and bits and bytes in a minute. Yeah, the judgment. The power of the great perseverance furthers. Oh, yeah, are we putting up with shit here or what? What a nightmare. Image, thunder in heaven above. Yeah, it's starting to get loud, isn't it? The image of the power of the great. Thus, the superior man does not tread upon paths that do not accord with established order. We don't lie. We don't trespass on others either that do lie. That's the lie, the lily, Lilith. Okay? I don't play in the lily pads, all right? That's for frogs. You know what happened to them. I'm going to wait for a princess to give them a kiss. Like, that's going to happen. The lines, Yes, at the top means, watch this, a goat butts against a hedge, legal name fraud. It cannot go backward, it cannot go forward, Jane Doe-755. Nothing serves to further. We're catch-22, Bob. I know, this is the court talking. If one notes the difficulty, this brings good fortune, doesn't it? I note the difficulty of damned if they do and damned if they don't. Go ahead, attack me. No legal name. Wait a minute, I got one to kill you with. You gave it to me. You gave me Vorpal's sword to slay you. Ogre, George. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with this phonics. It wants to come out in about 4 different ways. Anyway, that was 9. Oh, here we go. 9 in the 4th place. This is the I Ching. I did this just before the show, right? 9 in the 4th place means consciousness in the heart, right? Christ in the top, the mind, in the ram, in the high ram. Christ in the high ram means that was 6 at the top. 9 in the 4th is consciousness in the heart, means perseverance brings good fortune. Yeah, we stick it out. Just keep going. It's like, do I know what's coming? No, I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm just watching and eating popcorn. Remorse disappears. Yeah, I've been through all that. Yep. No more ... dash codes. No more remorsing anything. No more dots. No more dashes. The hedge opens. There is no entanglement. Oh, look, the door opens for you. There is no more entanglements. No more strings for Pinocchio. No more heartstrings. No more nets cast to the wrong side, getting you tangled up with bullshit. Power depends upon the axle of a big cart. How strong is your axle? How deep are you cutting Lucifer with the axle, Thor? You've got the sickle, the hammer, and fuck, now you've got the axe. I play a mean one. I've been cutting Lucifer to shreds with my axe for years. You might call it a kitaro or a kitar. Depends on the life you want to live. One selling out in copyright, kitar and theater, or kitaro, which is the life of the gratitude and spirit breath. You know, just giving the songs away, sort of thing. You know, they're kind of equal and opposite at the same time. Same song, 2 different intentions of creation. 9 in the heart. Conscious in the heart means perseverance brings good fortune. Remorse disappears. The hedge opens. The door opens. There is no longer an entanglement. Nothing touches you. Nothing connects you. No vines on your tree. Power depends upon the axle. How big you swing that axe of a big Kivroti. Karoti. Karati. Catherine Renee Thompson it. Oh, Katie Gaia shit. You know the truth stuff that you're synonymous with? That one? Yeah. How about 9 in the 3rd means consciousness in your triangulated position of you, me, myself, and I, all at the same time. The inferior man works through power. Yeah. They slug it out, you know, trying to get more power than the next one. The inferior man works through power. That's all they have. The illusion of physical effect power. Right? The superior man does not act thus. No, you just sit back with popcorn and watch the lemmings jump off the cliff. It's way more fun. How's your drink doing? You want another pina colada? All right, I'll get up. Be right back. To continue is dangerous. You're fucking right it is. A goat butts against a hedge and gets its horns entangled. Does it ever? And you know what happened to that goat with its fucking horns stuck through the fence, right? There's Angus and Gus all walking down the field. Angus runs over and gives the goat a good fuck up the arse and yells to Gus the Greek, you know, those tricky Greeks, and says, come on over here, lads, your turn. And Gus comes over and shoves his head through the fence alongside the goat. There you go. You got the picture, don't you? Yeah. 9 at the beginning. Source consciousness means power in the toes. Yes, in the feet. The soul in the 2s. The 2x2 get it in your ark, Noah. Bring the family home. Got it? Continuing brings misfortune. This is certainly true. This game is over. Don't you think? Continuing this duality is just fucking retarded. Retard and dead. I'll stick with the feathers. I'm good. Light is one. The chain hexagram. Let's get real busy with this one. You seeing the legal name fraud exposed in the I Ching? Good, I thought you might. Exposes everything. It's the one lie that everything in this universe that you know to be real and true exposes this one lie in every story. And the story then becomes finally, once and for all, yours. You're pinning your own tail on your own donkey, the key, the life you wear. That's your dawn. That's your new dawn within. Bring the sunrise within. Youthful folly. Why does it feel like a fucking sermon every Sunday night? Anyway, the changed hexagram for Ming, Mang, Niang, youthful folly. Above, Ken, knowledge, keeping still mountain. Yes, in the peace of stillness of the mountain. Get all Himalayan on this shit. Below, Kan, the abysmal water. Ka-an, Kayan. There's the source of primordial life itself. The judgment. Youthful folly has success. It is not I who seek the young fool. The young fool seeks me. At the first oracle I inform him. If he asks 2 or 3 times, it is importunity. If he importunes, I give him no information. Perseverance furthers. What it's saying is this. Go ahead, ask Kate once, and I will give you the oracle, the truth spirit I harvest from within me. And I will give you that seed. Do it over and over, asking for the same seed that I have already given you is importunity, impunity. Okay? Guess what? Block. That's how it works. Because obviously if you're coming for something, you don't want it. That's insane. Go somewhere else. I don't talk to crazy. The image of spring wells up at the foot of the mountain. That's the waters of truth within you, the soul itself. The image of youth, oh my. Youth-ha, which is you, intention of creation itself, youth. Thus the superior man fosters his character. Yes, you do. Virtues, all 7 of them. Light up your candles. Light up the true mine aura within self. Don't worry about the labels and labia of the Luciferian world. Thus, the superior man fosters his character by thoroughness in all that you do. Everything you do. That's all it is. It's all that matters. So there you go. There's a little I-Ching-ing. Kind of ka-ching-ching-ching to click Dorothy's heels, eh? Is there any way to turn up the mic input? Not really. You guys hear me okay?
Oh, yes.
Okay, because there is a fair hiss in the background. If check your mutes, guys. Because if you're not talking, mute out on your end, please, because I can hear a hiss. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Here, let me see. Nope. Yeah, Mags, it's on your mic, so if you can mute out on your end, I'll open your mic again, please.
I had been muted out, hon.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Okay.
What? Oh, one second. I just want to hear it. Yeah, it's a real bad hiss.
Okay.
Real bad hiss. No, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Anything else you want to share?
Oh, yeah, I can do that tomorrow evening. That's fine. No biggie, well.
I was thinking right now, because I don't contract with Luciferians talking about things like tomorrow.
Oh, you're right.
No, I'm not right. Truth is.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I wish people would stop thinking it's me being right. It's not. It's just truth. I just choose truth, and guess what? It always makes you right. So you have the illusion of that arrogance thing of, oh, fuck, Casey's always right. No, I just know what truth is. Truth is always right. The only time that I get it wrong is when I don't see the truth quickly enough, and then I self-correct to find it, you see. Then it's true. Now I'm right. Not to be right, just to be right in the truth, because the only thing that is right is the truth, you see. So be truth and you're always right. Right? Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
So let's talk about right now then, shall we? Seeing as we're here right now in the now moment, wouldn't be anywhere
right
else,
now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of things have been going on. I've had a few more run-ins with the with the whatever you want to. Shit, I get nervous when I talk.
I know, Mags. You know why you get nervous? Because your little fucking demon inside's real shaky, still sucking on the vengeance of some kind. Because if you're having any interaction at all, you still haven't figured it out. You still got that scorpion going on. You still got emotional pulling you every which bit loose, yeah?
No. I haven't had any interactions in about a month, but
I'm going to shut you down, hon.
Okay.
All right, hang on, hold on. At least I want to show the demon the justification that it needs to understand and why I won't tolerate it. Okay? It's got nothing to do with you, Mags. This is the fucking parasite that's stuck on you. I'm going to take a little run at it. You ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, good. The only reason that you're still experiencing any bullshit interactions because that little monkey's still got a fucking grip on you. You're going to need to bitch slap that monkey because you're still holding on to something. There's still some vengeance you're seeking somewhere. Still something somebody fucking owes you because I felt it in the moment you started talking about, quote, them, unquote. So that's a demon that's got a vengeance against itself. So let's see what that is. What part of the legal name fraud are you not understanding? Are you okay with breaking the law? You do know that anything that you would chase using that legal thing, talking to legal things, hang on, is for everybody, is vengeance, right? You know this, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so how is it that anything in that world could come near you unless you were still thinking in some way about that world? There's the question.
That's what I...
Yeah,
right,
ask yourself
and
that.
Yes, and that's why I was asking, because things did not transpire in the last few months as I had thought that they... I don't know, and
I'll tell you why, because you're still looking for a victory. There are no victories in hell. There is only victory in heaven, sweetie. And heaven doesn't interact with hell. Because hell knows it can't. That's why it stays the hell away from me and those that know that it must stay the hell away from me and you that know this. So I'm not sure why the hell is coming at you and what the hell is going on. Because there's some hell there being attracted to you because of some hell that you still choose to want to be a part of. Still attached to meat sticks like kids and stuff? You got any of that still clinging to you? Yeah, okay. I thought so. All right, no, it's you're still looking at those around like they're possessions. They're not. They're as soon as you can close your eyes and see everything outside of you as deceiver, then you will finally know which receiver to pick up.
I was leaning more towards my father, not my kids.
Doesn't matter what it is, okay?
Okay. They're all okay.
See your little demon having to come in and try to justify why it was fucking up and still doesn't want to get beaten up like this? I don't care if it was your fucking, newborn child. I don't care what you think it is. It is. The only thing you can be sure of is you. True or false?
True.
Then be true of yourself. Be sure of yourself. Be certain, because everything outside of you is a curtain. You've kind of got your face shoved in this bubble here. Can you see your back from where you're sitting without a mirror?
No.
That's the wall you can't see. I can see that wall. If you can imagine, it's like someone sticking your face in water, and you can breathe. Think of it like you're getting pushed through water and you get enveloped in this cellophane and a big string pulling life source from source itself, while you get manipulated around with a little paper fiction name of any kind. I just simply see truth in the way of it, not a name. I never see names. They're enemies. I don't see enemies. I see infinite amis, infinite friends. ways. And I will know my friend by the way my friend walks in the same way I walk. E-walk, consciousness walk. Or you can jump in the planetary walk and get fried up with the rest of the Piscean fish on Friday. All chipped and everything. You get your Pisces and RFIDs. Another way of saying fish and chips. Only you're the main course. Okay? You need to break these bonds. They're illusional. See the life source for what the life source is, not the name or the face attached to it, just the face itself, the heart itself, okay? The benevolent heart is what comes back with you. That's the only thing that's attached to me in benevolence, because in being in benevolence is to contract in benevolence, and all benevolence is contracted and brought to benevolence, okay? Just like all evil is the same way. And when you remove all evil, the only thing left is benevolence. It's quite miraculous. So whatever it is you think you're holding on to, or the demon, don't let this monkey fucking demon keep ruling your heart. It's going to make you think, and you will emotionally react. As soon as you emotionally react, the demon has you. Push those thoughts out of your mind. Takes a bit of practice, granted. Okay? If you're real good, you can click this right out. It took me a while. It took me quite a while. That's why I'm able to talk about it. It was, and tell you in uncertain terms how quick and easy this is. Yet, it was a grueling walk to get here. I'm just trying to save you the bother. You can keep through the grueling and the feather brushes and all. That's the tar coming on your feathers.
No, fuck. I've been trying to shake all of this shit for.
So you're still emotional. You're still holding on to something. See it for what it is, hon. This is not judgment by any stretch, and that's what the demon thinks.
No, the emotion is coming because I feel I've messed up. I'm not.
No, that's the demon playing. Okay, this is a demon playing the victim trick on you. Because all you needed to say there is okay. I'm going to look even fucking harder at that. It's not going to go into justifiers as to why you fail. That's what demons do. That's the parasite that's draining you. You feel the energy drain? I felt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. You see it? All right. Don't let the demon grab you, sweetie. Okay, you're good. You're good to go. Got it? Oh, there you go. That's better. I felt that one. Oh, look. No more releasing the demon. That was more of a releasing of spirit. Nicely done. Okay, stay there. And be patient with yourself, okay? Everyone's in such a hurry to, I know, guys, I know. You're standing there pounding the side of your head. Fuck. I know. The demon will make you do that. I just said, fuck you. You know what? I'm okay with me. Yeah, okay, screwed up, fucked up. I get it. Zero it. Those are all the things I would never do again. Because a true you would never think of doing that. You had to be trained into it.
Yes, I'm realizing that.
Okay, here's your Goodwill Hunting Robin Williams moment with you and I. I'm going to hold you, and I'm just going to keep telling you it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I'm not talking to the demon when I say that, because the demon knows whose fault it is. And it ain't yours, honey. Let's take this puppy home, shall we? 4 minutes and 56 seconds till rollover here. Atta girl, let it go. That's my love. Rip that, give it a new one. That's the spirit. I see the fire burning, Prometheus. Come on, light her up. Burn that little motherfucker right out. Put a shit-eating grin on your face, will you? We got 4.5 minutes here until we roll over. Who knows how long that's going to last, eh? Fucking Lou doesn't like me these days. Yeah, I laugh when it does I fucking got you tonight, didn't I? Here we go. 347. 637-3265 and BTR listener 056. You know why Lou doesn't fuck around with me too much while I'm in the 2 hour slot? Because he knows it's pointless. I just fucking call back in and you guys will keep it going anyway. So go ahead, Lou. Show us how fucking afraid you are. Bump the Skype again tonight. Come on, watch. Wait till you see what happens. This is fun. Dance the volcano, kids. You're the lava. Dancing on the rim of the volcano. Balance your meniscus to the minuscule, right? Minuscule. And look at these guys. What is it, Stephen? What are you trying to sell? Hawking? Hawking what? What the fuck do you know about life? Sitting there all scrunched up in a fucking box, talking about little bits getting smaller and compacted, and Jesus Christ, talking through a machine. Seriously, you're about the furthest fucking thing from consciousness I can think of, because the only thing that makes you exist is a technological nightmare bullshit to keep you in an upright fucking position, fed, shitted, pissed, and I can't imagine you getting fucked and feeling anything, and you have what to say about life and creation? Science? You see the demons? They're fucking mad. They'll fucking build things to try to punch holes through, and oh yeah, no, there's no escape here, guys. You burn in CERN. Well, that's your Swiss capital, isn't it? Burn? Like the Swiss cheese, full of holes, bullshit story you are. Pin the tail on that donkey, motherfucker. You look good, Pinocchio. Put the ears back on. Fairy Tales with Kate. Yeah, I don't think much of the demon, have you noticed? Fucking, you know what? I have a laugh here. I go out, head down to the shops or whatever, and without fail, it seems it's been, I'll tell you, more times seeing it than not. One of the local companies in town here, you know, fuels, you know what they're called? Leach fuels. Oh yeah, you're fucking right now hard here in Erin, R-E-N. Yeah, the R-E-N. That's the true most high infinite self within, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking joke. It really is, you know. Oh, something quickly for D. Washimoto. You might want to look up July 15th, Bastille Day, because it coincides with if you move it properly, July 15th is actually in the literal September 15th. It's something else in the solar, but I correlated it by taking the Julius and Augustus out. And why that's relevant is because it's slated for 2015. It was launched in 2006. Is the rocket that was sending a probe, love that, probable IT abilities. Anyway, they send a probe out to Pluto, and it's to arrive there on July 15th of this year. So I know and of course Pluto being turned back into a dwarf, right? It's not a planet anymore. What, you trying to play with the big kids? You know, we fucking shit out there. Anyway, just lots of interesting things in the Oort, or the word cloud, Oort cloud. Just depends on how you pronounce it. Take the double out and take the half out, and you got Oort. Word becomes Oort. Where do all comets come from? Oh, right, the Oort cloud. Yeah, comets see here. I'm right here. X marks the spot. Hone in on this position. I'll be a beacon. That's all we are, is we're beacons for the truth. Brings it home. There's a big army coming. Big R.E. me coming. Watch. Nothing like getting skimmed off the top, you creamers, you. And that's it. You choose to be cream or curds and whey. Curds and weigh yourself down if you want. Little Tuffet loves that shit. And don't worry, she won't have time to eat it either, because some fucking spider's going to scare her away eventually. Yeah, so Little Miss tough it out. Okay, guys? You got to tough it out here. We're right there. There's not an instant in my now that urge to get it the fuck done isn't on full alert power source, okay? I get it. You're the neutron, though. Hold it neutral. You got to hold it in space neutral, okay? It is because of the neutrons, the neutrals, that that neuter Lucifer, neuter Els, okay, that holds all of creation together, and guess what you have the power to do? To blow it apart. Because as soon as the neutron lets go of the proton and electron, the atom explodes. You got to get all big and little at the same time with this stuff. Have you noticed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? I love the one line in the movie. Have you seen Birdman, by the way?
Yes, I have.
Remember the line? Do you remember the line? There was a couple of lines that, what's his name? Oh, fuck.
Saw it too.
What's that?
I saw Birdman too.
Oh, okay, good. What's his name? Mr. American X. Ed Norton. Right?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, by the way, just to pull all the constellations together, Orion, how can anyone connect that movie to the to Orion constellation? Can anybody do it? Here, let me show you how to do this. Okay, good. I got one I can show you. How the hell do you take the movie Birdman and tie it to the Orion constellation? Well, it's like this, because one of the stars in Birdman, what's his name? Batman. Yeah, that's what they were parodying, the 1992 Batman he did. Mr. Mom. Funny guy. Keaton? Michael Keaton. Yeah, Michael Keaton. I love this. It's so fucking perfect. What role did he play in? Do you remember a movie that he played in? You had to say the name 3 times.
He played
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Does the name Beetlejuice ring a bell with anybody?
Isn't it one of the biggest star? I think they said they had one record or something like that.
Yeah, it's the one that's supposed to be going supernova at any time. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It's the upper left star in the hourglass of Orion. Horus glass. Right? It's ready to pop. Beetlejuice, yeah. Beetlejuice. Right? And then, of course, taking the anagogic allegory of what that movie was about, the dead and what have you, bring that whole feel to the name of that and attach it in that one basket. These are your attaché cases, the real ones you carry. Okay, so there's Orion to Birdman. Now, on the roof, he was talking to Birdman's daughter. Oh, my God, what a game that was. It was like, it was so excruciating to watch the 2/3 of that movie, this poor bastard, and going, I know what's coming. And Ed Norton turns to his daughter and, excuse me, came off with his line. It was just dripping in poetic brilliance, and I was laughing when he was saying it. I thought, that was fucking beautiful. Who wrote that? You're not an actor, you're a writer. And of course she comes out with the same thing. But what she had said something to him earlier, so I'm coming back to it. It went kind of a fractal there. Truth or dare. You see, she was playing the game of truth or dare. She was fishing to see if he was interested. Okay, play the energies out here. See the energies. Don't see the penis-vagina game. See the energies playing out here. So she's trying to allure him in using a game called Truth or Dare. But our Eddie wasn't having any of it. Our King Edward, fuck that. Yeah, he was a Norton antivirus right there. Watch, I'll show you why. Because he always said to her, truth. Anyone can take up a dare or not. They can say yes or no to a dare. It's duality. A dare is duality. Dare you to do that? Ooh, no. Or, yeah, I'll do that. Okay? So you got a duality and a dare. The problem with truth is there is no duality. It's just truth. And he always chose truth, where she always chose dare. And she said to him, she says, "Don't you ever say dare?" And he just looked at her and said, "Well, I always choose truth because truth is always more interesting." And it is. Oh, you can dare somebody to do this and dare somebody to do that, and eventually somebody will do it, so it's not really much of a dare at all. You know, daredevil. Funny that, eh? Dare the devil? Okay, no, I don't dare creation. I don't dare creation. I'm okay. Because dare is cookies, and it goes good with dairy, milk. Dare and dairy, isn't that funny? You can pronounce dairy. You got Londonderry, yeah, Ireland, yeah, I know all about. Yeah, see, all these anagogics connect, and they all bring the same story back to my own heart. That's why it's so easy for me, because it's always coming back to me. It goes out in the infinite fractal and comes back, and it goes back to its own source. It's a boomerang. Walk in truth, and you'll be able to wield your own boomerang, and it cuts the heads off every demon you find. That's a true story. And now, if you want that kind of power, it's up to you. If you want to walk free and clear in this world, in peace, to destroy this Luciferian construct, it's a very simple thing. Do not even think or imagine yourself to be that which you are not. And that's legal name. The only crime the system wants you to break. It's the only law that this system insists that you break blindly, unknowingly, and in ignorance of what you're doing to your soul so they can feed on you. And you think an intellectual could actually understand what I just said, because I can explain it in the most intellectual, literal way. Literally prove it, and they'll still look away because the demon owns them. They're possessed of their possessions. There's no saving a demon at that point. Not that you want to save the demon. The life is already gone. It's been up, fully surrendered. And don't worry, we'll pull the life out of here. I'll freeze frame. I'll close the shutter of that photograph in the twinkling of an eye. Do I know what's coming? Do I know what's coming? No idea. Nor do I want to have an idea of it. I'm just here to watch. I'll let Ragnall choose what she needs me to be and do. Creation herself. I'm okay with that. Full surrender. I'm good. White flag's up. Right alongside the Jolly Roger. That's the symbology of John the Baptist being beheaded, the truth being beheaded. Sorry, I'll throw that skull at the top of my mast to let you know where I live. In the fire of the infinite pirates. Oh, they're not such bad guys after all. Look, they're boys that wear earrings and everything. Got their hair long and ponytails and stuff. It's really cute. Blackbeard the tranny. How about that? Yeah. Well, talk amongst yourselves. I actually had to make some coffee, so it's probably ready by now. How long ago was that? Yeah, see, I love you so much, I'll put my coffee aside for you. Well, hey, let your friends know about the femur camps. They're for the self-centered man-beasts, wildebeests. Tell them to stop watching the snooze and hitting the snooze button. They'll end up like fish and chips, Piscean RFID'd, in the one-dimensional dot reality they live in. Tear along the dotted line really quick and you'll see it. I'll be right back.
Anybody else there? Hey, Gus.
Hello.
Man, I've been just having like a beautiful time actually, like, getting the word out, and it's actually been pretty simple. Like, I had a couple people come and talk. Like, they were asking me about it because they seen that I changed my my Facebook page over and everything, and they were asking me what that was about. So and I was explaining to them, you know, like there was a couple things that Facebook wasn't letting me do, and that, you know, I just wanted to, you know, change it up to get rid of that legal name to, you know, just be done with it. And it led to actually some really, really great conversation. It was just a beautiful thing, like, to see, like, you know, not everybody's going to get it, but, like, when somebody does get it and, like, actually understands it, and actually it actually made, like, their thirst to actually go and look for themselves that much greater. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, guys. I'm here. Just go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to sit and zone in with you, okay? So, you know, sort of, you talk through. Yeah, I do enough talking. I do too much talking, so talk it through. I'm muting out.
No, like, I mean, it's awesome. Like, just to know, like, I mean, to have that was the only thing that was keeping you from, like, the truth, and, like, to finally realize how to actually, you know, take it in, like, and actually apply it, and, you know, free yourself. And, you know, people start to see it, and, like, they get intrigued. I mean, or they just blow it off. I mean, either way, it's getting out. I was kind of laughing at the shills that were on the group discussion page. Like, these people are trying to, you know, say things about K the guy and all this other stuff, and it's like, dude, you don't even know. Like, open up your mind. Just, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really funny, eh? Here's your soul back. I really want you to have your soul back. Please don't kill yourself. Please, please, please don't kill yourself. And all they can do is what? You know, it's madness. It really is.
It's like they put their own head in the guillotine.
Yeah. You're not offending me. You're killing yourself. And I'm just whatever. You know, if you can't look past your proboscis, your nose, Toucan Sam, to even go and look, you know, between comments.
And that's really all it takes. Is just to take that first look, and like it'll start like either you'll get it and it'll actually, you know, resonate with you, or you won't. Like,
well, it's like this. Again, it's about eating. You know, do you know what cabbage tastes like if you've never eaten it? So here, I'll tell you what. Don't have an opinion on cabbage until you try it. So here it is. You may have heard of me. Fucking hate my guts. No, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But here's the neat part about it. Is go ahead, go to the writings and, you know, hang out at the shows or whatever. And I dare you to see if you might not just find yourself and be kind of happy about it. But if you don't want, that's fine too. If you want to know what cabbage tastes like, you got to put a fucking forkful of it in your mouth. Go read the essays. Hang out for a little bit. Dare to expand your own mind. If you want to challenge me, fine. Go at least. Here's the thing: if I'm going to go challenge, say, Santo Bonacci on astrotheology, which I can do very easily, or Bill Donahue in religion, or Sevan Bulmer in spirituality, I've not a problem challenging anyone in their own playground. Well, then definitely come to my playground, have a look around, see what you think, bring your playground here, and let's see how we can get them together.
Right.
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham. You know, go read the shit. Then you don't have an opinion anymore. You have an objective point of view from having looked at that point of view, from your point of view, to see what you get from it, to bring to others, to show what you got, and how much more we can add to the pile here. Or you can just be all centaur, saggy Taurus, and end up in a femur camp, all fish and chips.
I wouldn't suggest it.
I mean, there is. That's pretty clear, don't you think? Okay, if that's what makes me an evil cunt, oh my God! If that's what makes me an evil cunt, then I am the most evil cunt in the universe. End of.
This other cunt here, I would like to say something, but you need your ears to be peaked to listen.
Oh, yeah. I'll peek your ears. I'll fucking peek behind your ears, and I'll peek in every corner of you. Like it too much either. I know.
Here it is.
Yeah, I peeked in.
Here it is.
Yeah.
For you to talk English and say soul, the soul of your feet, or the soul, the breath of life. Okay? Soul in French is âme. For you guys, English, love, for us in French, amour. Alors, so there it is. Listen with your ears, phonics. Amour.
Am with all. Amour, a true moor, a true creator, cow, moor, amore, more. Not amore eel, amore. You're more light. You got a more ray, you got a more light. You know, it's a bit of a. You see, it works everything: the slang, the languages, the different accents. It works. See, phonics is all sound.
It breaks right through all the barriers. Yeah.
Yep. It's a unified singularity of creation. You just have to learn to sound things out. You know, check your sounding. How deep is the water you're in? The water I'm in is so deep right now, I can't even sound off the bottom anymore. I fucking love it. So I don't even bother. I just kind of send out the ping and wait for the pong. Someone's making a bit of racket in the background. Here, I'll show you the truth in its most stark form. Stop being such a selfish fuck, inconsiderate, not in the now moment, making all sorts of fucking noise in the background because you should have muted on your end. Or I could simply do it this way. Watch. Same thing, though. It's the same thing. Watch the demon go crazy on this shit. Hey, there's a bit of noise. Could you mute out on your end, please? Thanks. Which one do you prefer? But they're both the same. I told you the truth. Do you see how it's all about the intent, not about the tone at all? Because the intent sets the tone, and the tone will always be truth. Isn't that funny? It sure is. And there's the thing. There is the thing. You cannot put this in words. The magic miracle that occurs as soon as you walk away from the legal name. You can't put it in words. It unfolds in a way you could never imagine. 10 years ago, I could imagine this. Not. Could you imagine this where we are right now 10 years ago? A year ago? A month ago? A day ago? This shit just doesn't stop. And you'll see for yourself. Just walk away from the bullshit. That's it.
That's key. That's key right there. Yeah. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking on the show.
Yeah, so fuck off, right? You know, none of your fucking business. What are you doing? Yeah, I know. I have fun. True story, though, isn't it? I know. This is why it's funny. It's a true story. Fuck off. It's none of your business. What are you talking to me? You out of the now moment thinking it's all about fucking you, self-centered, femur fucking Aryan or whatever. You know, that kind of stuff. It's funny as hell. When you really slay the demon, it's just a riot from then on. You can sit and watch. You should sit and watch a war movie with me. It's fucking hilarious. I am in stitches watching these guys talk about their experiences. You know, we were up the beach and there was bullets flying. I said, what the fuck were you doing there? What the fuck were you thinking? Well, you know, the Marine uniform. Oh, you put that fucking uniform on. I didn't see the travel brochure having anything to do with pina coladas. It had a lot more to do with, you know, you're going in the fucking ground.
The funny part about it, right? You know how in the Bible, like J-Boy was saying, like don't follow me, for I am not God. If you want to find God, look inside yourself. Yeah. Like, and people can't even really do that. Like it's like when it's just like crazy to see how people really can't do that. Like when it even says it in their holy book. I'm giving quotations.
See, there's the duality of the demon controlling. That's the emotion demon, the id entity controlling you. You see, when the truth is very simple, it is all about you.
Right.
But it's not all about you, demon. It's all about you, without the demon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a singularity played out in a duality where they're both the same thing yet completely opposite. An ego thinks it's all about me. Oh, look at me, I'm a fucking star, and oh my God, am I shiny? Look at it. What contract? How much do I get? That all about me, versus the true all about me in the truth of truth itself. Then you figure out that it really is all about you, just all about you sort of way.
Right.
All that is about you and all about you at the same time.
And like you said earlier, like you can hear that intent, that different intent in it, from it being all about me,
Yeah, the demon gives itself away in the tone. You see, the intent is always shown in the tone, and I know when I'm dealing with a demon or you, I can always tell by the tone of the intent. The tone of a demon intent is always going to portray a defensive position. It's going to feel guilty. It's going to feel, and well, it should. That's not you, though. That's the demon. Yeah, it should feel guilty. It should feel these things. But you just need to want to see that is the demon feeling these things, not you. It's attached itself to you through this ego entity paper thing. It's the thought of it that trapped you. Just the thought of being that trapped you. Once you remove that from your thought, that's not me. Are you fucking kidding me? Little squig on a piece of paper. Let's get literal. Okay? Really? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
That's you, is it? It's like it can be portrayed very simply in this way. Show me the ID. Somebody pulls out this ID card that they think is them with a picture of their face, the physical face on it. And the cop says, "Is that you?" Or I'll be the cop. "Is that you?" The ID.
Oh, yeah.
And then of course they're going to say, "Yes, it is." And I said, "Well, who the fuck's holding it?" Huh? Who's holding it? You said that's you. Then who's holding it? Who are you? Huh? No, you're missing it. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Okay, you think that piece of plastic is you. You just told me it was. You think that's you because you said it was. Show me your ID. Is that you? Yeah. Well, no, it's not. You're the fucking monkey holding it. And it's not you that's actually holding it. It's the body that's holding it that you are in control of. So who are you? Well, that's the me, myself, and I right there. The first death is the paper. The second death is the physical body. If you believe in the first death, those that believe in the first death will suffer the second death, body death.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. That's when you find, hey, wait a minute, I'm not even included in that. No, because both the body in the physical sense and the paper in the physical sense are both dead. They cannot live without you.
Truth right there. Yep.
Well, it's a fact. Go ahead. You want proof? Go to a fucking funeral home. You'll see all sorts of proof hanging around there.
Oh no, I said truth, not proof.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to take a dead human body and whatever, burn it down and then make some papyrus with it out of the ashes and whatever, you can make that into a piece of paper. Yes, of course you could. What is the human body? It's just another piece of paper. Difference is,
yeah.
Yeah. And so you got to start knowing who you are. That's you, the one that is life itself, that gives life to this physical thing-ish, whatever. Thing-fish. Frank Zappa. Thing-fish. Fucking Broadway play, too, eh? Yeah, it was a smart cookie, that one. Still had copyrights, though, idiot. But anyway, that's okay. Sorry, I got here a little late for you. It's okay. We'll see you when you get back. It's like the deception is so, oh my God, it's so easy. It's for any intellectual out there that has a problem with this, I am befuddled thinking about this. This is the most brilliant trick of the tail. All Genesis-like. It's They swapped out the Jew and the tree. They told you about the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Nothing wrong with eating from that tree. It's the tree of life that you consumed. Somebody else's tree of life. You ate of flesh. You ate of death. The serpent tempted Eve with, I don't know, maybe a bacon double cheeseburger. I have no idea. But she got tempted and she ate. That's you see, the knowledge of good and evil is both the tree of life and knowledge and wisdom at the same time. And only to know life must you know death, taste of it. This is what see, man, I'm telling you. Step into the light, kids. Be the light. Just get the word out there. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's so simple. No effort. You know you're breaking the law by using that legal name. It's the only one the system wants you to break so they can fuck you. You know that, right? Huh? That might get somebody's attention. Tired of getting fucked by the tax agent, the IRS agent? Yeah, well, here's why. You're breaking the law. They can do whatever they want. Because they own you. Why are you playing with them? No, this system's toast.
Well, I mean, if you play with them long enough, you're going to burn right along with them. I wouldn't do that.
Nope. Hey, I was noticing there on Before It's News, they got these inflatable FEMA camps, down in Texas. Really, they're quite cute. I'm sure they'd probably you'd be able to probably take care of about 1,000 people in each of those very quickly. You know, well, they got a lot of plastic bins to fill, right? So if you got a legal name, your body's got a place in one of those. Better change your mind, eh? Oh, look, next crash already started, March 22nd, 322, Bones Day. Well, we took care of that with the Jolly Roger. Yeah, I know what bones they're talking about. Bix Weir. I like this guy. He's funny. Bix Weir predicts when we have our next crash, and it is coming, I believe it will be here this year, and that's my final conclusion. I'm looking around September. But I believe it, and that's all. I'm looking at it right now. Because I'll tell you, the fall of this year is going to be the fall of falls. Just got a feeling. All the seeds that we have planted throughout the spring and shall plant throughout the spring, been a very fertile winter. Where do you see this crop? You see, we weren't sleeping, hibernating in the winter. We were getting the stores ready and the seeds ready for planting. Already pre-planted, pre-potted everything. Have you noticed? Mm-hmm. Been very busy this winter, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Planting seeds, little window boxes, getting all the seeds nurtured, watering the seeds within yourself, watching the trees grow, and the fruit is just coming forth now. And we're only coming into the spring. Where do you see this harvest? Last year was astounding. This year, well, I'm just kind of following the cycle of creation, you know, the light, dark, yin-yang thing, yan-yin. I don't know what's coming. I just know that I'm making damn sure I'm on the right side of the fucking wall E, you know?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Right, so here's a legal namer and a one who walks in truth or walking along the beach. Just a little joke. And the legal namer kicks up a lamp and rubs it, and that pops a genie and grants each of them a wish. So you being the courteous one as always in truth, not wanting to trespass and free choice, so you kick the can, literally. You know, let him make or her make the first wish. The legal namer makes the first wish. The legal namer wants to be safe and secure and decides, Genie, could you build a wall around me 20 miles high, 20 miles thick, and, you know, put it around North America so I'm safe from everything outside of it. Genie says, done. And there's that beautiful 20-mile high wall, 20 miles thick, completely surrounded, absolutely secure and safe inside that fortress. And Of course, me being the one who walks in truth, I just look at the genie and say, is that wall there waterproof? Genie says, well, of course it is. It's impermeable from the outside. Oh, okay, well, fill her up then. Can't figure it out. The truth, water's the truth on the outside on the beach with us. Don't worry, you'll have your own swimming pool to swim in. Fill it up and freeze it over. End of. Works, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what does a demon want? It wants security. It wants service. It wants survival. You know, the difference between a legal namer and a truther is this. A truther is one that sees what needs doing and simply does it because it needs doing. They don't have to do it, but they see that it needs and has to be done, so they just simply do it. A legal namer, on the other hand, waits until they have to do something. They wait until they have to hand the project in. They wait until they have to go to court a couple of days before they get a hold of me. You see, these are the last-minute Christmas Eve shoppers that never end up getting what they want for the person they love. They end up with something left over. You going to settle for leftovers or what? I mean, you don't have to. If you need to, you can. Apparently, if that's what you have to do, then, well, you don't have to walk in truth. But I'll tell you, there'll be the moment when you realize that you should have and that you really need to, but it's too late at that moment. And you know what you're going to hear there. Right until the... Yeah, right before the deep freeze. Oh, yeah. You remember the woolly mammoth, right? You know how they pull them out of the Siberian ground and they've been flash frozen? You guys not know about this part of history?
Oh, yeah. The planet was flash frozen, kids. I mean, there's an adventurers club, and this goes back to L. Ron Hubbard days. This is part of a club he was in, where they would excavate one of these, and they were finding them. They're quite common, pulling these frozen woolly mammoths out. You've seen them, all the fur, everything's still intact. And what they were doing was, when they opened up the bellies of these things, they noticed that the food in their tummies hadn't even begun to be digested. It was frozen that fast. And they would actually use that to make meals and stuff. I shit you not. It's like the day after tomorrow sort of effect, you know? You see, while they were trying to sell you on the idea of global warming, I remember in the 70s when they were selling us on the notion of global freezing. They can't make up their fucking minds, these guys. They're back and forth like a ping pong ball. It's anything to keep everybody distracted.
Well, either way, being frozen solid or burned to a crisp is hell.
Right.
You got to get between the worlds. The fire in the middle. You know, where it's just right, baby bear. That chair's too hard and that one's too soft. That one's too hot and that one's too cold. This one's just right. That's where truth is. It's baby bear and Goldilocks just right. Goldilocks knew what was going on. Fuck, she picked the right chair, she ate the right porridge, slept in the right bed. The only ones that panicked were the bears. Baby bear was fine. He was just pissed off because someone ate all his porridge. Someone slept in his bed and sat in his chair. You selfish wee fuck. What are you, self-centered? But don't miss the allegory. Puff and puff that one, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the headlines are getting interesting, though. There was just watching them. Cracked subliminal in news must see. So, yeah, we got the subliminals. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, you're going to cheap out on that. How about a word is worth 1,000 pictures? Huh? We'll go that instead. There's another one. Never before seen land at the bottom of the world. Admiral Richard E. Byrd. There's your Dickie Bird. Put on your Dickie Bird. That's a bow tie. You know what a Dickie Bird is? Did you know that? Any of you ever hear that expression? For a bow tie, it's called a dicky bird.
Never heard that.
Well, there's Richard E. Byrd, Admiral Byrd, proving it. Bow tie. Tie that bow. Get out of the bowl. Okay? The bowels, the bow L's, the bow L's, the bowls. You're in a bowl. You're in a fucking fish bowl with walleye vision. Okay? Yeah, bow tie. My mom used to always call that. Anytime she'd throw a little bow tie on me. Too bad I didn't have the ears to go with it, but that was a different thing. Anyway. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, it was called a dicky bird. Bow tie. Just like the noodles. Bow tie pasta. Rasta pasta. Go figure. Yeah, pasta, rasta, pasta, fasta. Will ya?
I've never heard that before.
No, neither have I. It just popped into my head. I just went with it. Nice. Just like I do with everything else. I don't think about anything. It just pops in my head, and I go, hey, that's funny. I'll share that. Yeah, well, there you go. So, again, it's about taking all the literal illusions, the false light ideas, race, color, language, all of these things, all of these separations of the bubblegummians, and just removing them. I tell you, the only Band-Aid you have to peel off is a legal name. It just goes magical from there. Don't ask me to explain it, because you're going to have your own fucking miracles. Get over it. I just know you'll have them, that's all. As far as I know, everyone else I've talked to that figured this out. Pretty neat world, isn't it?
It's magic.
Oh, there we go. I thought I was talking through my Uranus again. Oh, that's right. I was talking through Uranus. Never mind. I love this game. Yeah, anyway, you're in a big bubble. You're in a big dome, Only goes out so far. That's why interstellar space is such an illusion for these monkeys. Can't get outside the bubble, can you? No, they can't. They were just hoping to trick you and me and the rest of us into opening it up for them. No, sorry. I'm here to close the gates of hell. Think
about it. They can't do anything without using our power.
Exactly, no consent.
And if we give it up to them, then...
Well, consent. I'll prove it in phonics. Consent means this. Break it down. Con, Latin for with, or, of course, to be conned out of something. Stolen, all right? Let's go with the with, because I have my options available now. I've split the word into two opposites. I'll take the one I like, the right road. So now it's with. Con, say. Oh, himself, herself, itself. Latin means all of creation itself. Okay, I'll go with that one. Con, say, en, infinitely mine. Okay. T, well, I can be crucified or stand in truth, a liar or truth. I'll do the T, capita L-T, without the L. Capita T. Didn't have, it's, capita, caputa. That's how you finish the game. So, con, say, and T in a sentence, not in a word. The word and letter kills. In a sentence, say, and, te, and, say. Oh, yeah, the creation upon itself, in truth. It's a fractal. Is this. With the infinite creation of truth. Are you, or lie? Are you going to give your consent away? No. Mm-mm. I will share my consent with those that share the truth with me. That's it. My contract's with truth. Truth is my only consent. Really neat shit happens from there. You'll find you don't need. Yeah, you find you don't need to smoke much to get really high. You find that you have to actually smoke the shit just to keep a level keel, because this stuff goes fractal real fast. If that's for me, you're not here. A little singularity fun. Oh, come on, guys. We got 20 minutes here, and what you got? Come on, hit me.
I introduced to a brother of ours the No Name yesterday, and the question came up, through an analogy, a literal thought that he was pushing out there about a hypothetical situation to the degree of his mother Baker acting him for not meeting particular standards in their eyes. And I said, oh, yeah? And I said, so cop shows up at the door and you open it with a smile and you say, yes, how can I help you? And they say to you, well, we're looking for so-and-so. Nope, no persons live here by that name. You must have the wrong place. Slam the door. They knock again, and he says, well, they can take you. They can take you no matter what. I mean,
okay, well, here.
Yeah.
Can I help you out here? Let me help you out here.
Sure.
Here's how to help your friend out. Cop comes knocking at the door. He says, what are you looking for? That legal name? Well, talk to the fucking owners. They're over here. Mom, Dad, someone's here about your contract.
It was beautiful. Well, he did have a breakout point. He actually erupted once I walked him through that little process, introduced him to a couple of nights calls ago. You were tapping on Lyme disease and going into that, and he had that projection put on him at the age of 9 years old and bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. And so been guiding him out of that, but he also got introduced to the Phoenician starter kick yesterday, and he said he was just going to town on it. He's a writer like you, and said, there's another gem, lost equals lose thee, lose thyself in love. This word game is fun. Balance equals bow, Satan, plus ants, presence of, let's see here, what do you say, incidence of, or ants equals lost the ants of Satan, and he's just having an absolute ball with it. So yeah,
well,
I just wanted to.
Here's another couple just to show you how many layers are hidden there. They're beautiful. You have the bale lance, which you lance the boil, right? Lancer, one of the lancers, if you want to get Battle of Waterloo like. Okay, so you have and there is the Ba, the sheep, L of Lucifer, mind, ants. The Ba, L, ants. So once you return see the mirrors of them, you're either the sheep to be the one of Lucifer's mind or to slaughter it. Wouldn't want to be.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you, the only bailing or bail I'll post is bail to the post itself. Put that in the post, bail. How about we mail that one? Mal, sickness, E, consciousness. And phi mal E is the price that you pay in the convex and concave separate from each other mirrors. It's time to get them together. Get your menace cuss to become the mean, the average cure balance within yourself. Yeah, it's fun. You're nasty. You go hardcore on your friends. I like you.
Yeah, he broke down problem equals pro-blame, encouraging blame, professional blaming, not. It's just good stuff.
Equal. There's the consciousness quill. Oh, yeah, it's all there. Writing with a quill, well, that's going to break the equality of everything. Just goes on and on. There's not a word that I can look at without it just going in every direction. It's beautiful. Wow. There's not much left here, there really isn't. Anyone else been feeling that lately? There's just fuck all here, There's nothing here. Enjoy hell while you're in it. Wouldn't want to hang out here for too long. I'm going to pop away for a sec. Shock's on the board. Shock and Raw. Hit them high and hard, Shock, will you? Fuck, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I definitely relate to that. I've been saying that for the past couple of days now. It's just like, what else is there to do here? Quite I know I was talking to you about that. What else is there to freaking do here? Yeah, so I spent about minute and a half of my life today going over to the baseball park across the street and biff some kids. I was like, hey guys, how you doing? Biff. Yeah, it's that easy. I mean, I don't know what everyone else is doing, but yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else. Yeah, I just keep biffing random people. people walking the dogs in front of my house, sniff. Keep it easy. But yeah. Anyone else have anything they'd like to drop on the table there?
What I've
Can
been
you guys
doing.
hear me?
Hello, can you hear me? No one?
Okay, I heard like 3 different people drop in. What was that?
That's me. Yeah. No, it's not much to do here. And,
I can barely hear you there, buddy.
Okay, the microphone is very bad, so I mute.
Okay, you're coming in a little bit better there now. Or not. Yeah, 2 other people were saying something. What was that?
Actually, I wanted to ask anyone for some assistance. I went to see an eye doctor a few days ago, and I was refused service because I wouldn't give her a legal name. After I explained myself to the best of my ability, she pretty much let me know that she had she didn't want to lose her license. She was afraid she would get audited, which I didn't understand why. And I reminded her.
I'm sorry. What was the situation?
I wanted to see if you guys, between the essays, I've read a lot of the essays of Kate. I wanted to ask her which essay I could walk in there, back in there to the doctor to make her reconsider her position of denying me service. I'm willing to pay it, but she didn't even see me because I didn't want to give her a legal name. Actually, after she demanded that she has to have a legal name, I said, okay, I'll give you a legal name, and I actually gave her Jane Doe 755. But when she looked at the birthday, she's like, well, I can't do this. I can't. She freaked out.
Well, she wanted a legal name. You finally gave her one that you can use in honor,
I gave her one.
Yeah. Go. Hey, wait a minute.
I gave her one.
Hang on. Don't miss this. That's the goat butting its head. Remember in the I Ching? Keep going.
So she's like, well, no, I can't do this. I'm not a lawyer. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer either. I mean, and bottom line, she's like, no, I can't do anything, and I didn't know what else to tell her at the time.
Whoa! You got to make people responsible for their idiocy. So you have to talk to a lawyer. So, well, you're practicing law. You're looking for a legal name.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
are you
she's looking for something to cover her license.
Hang on, this is important, guys. If somebody wants to ask for a legal name and says, well, listen, you haven't got a bar card, right? No. Okay, well, you don't have the right to practice law asking for legal things when you don't know anything about the legal. So what you need to do is contact the legal department, your masters, to do all your speaking for you. So if there's going to be someone that's going to ask for a legal anything of me, I don't practice law, but you're going to have to get one of your practicing legal types because you're breaking the law by trying to practicing law without a license.
Yeah.
And you call them right out on this shit, guys.
Well, I just wish I could have told her that at the time, but...
You will next time, though. Anyone out there... Again, this is... Well, hun, this is what I mean. Look, you're taking it all to yourself. Don't do this. When I share this, it's for everybody. You gave the experience to show how everybody can learn from this as well as yourself. It's not about you doing it next time. It's for anybody doing it. Just call them out on it, okay? Stop taking this upon yourselves. Very self-centered of you all. This is for all, remember?
Well... No, I hear you. It's just that I feel like I feel like...
Okay.
No, that's really okay.
Okay. That's what I thought I heard. I didn't hear any fucking demon chatter, right? Okay.
No.
No. Yeah, go ahead. Play with the dragon if you want. Not a good idea.
But I do not want to... I don't want to forget about the situation. I like to go back to her and say, listen, I'm actually here because I'm more concerned about actually you than me, because what you just did was make it a license or whatever.
Okay. I'm really happy to know that I've met Jesus Christ himself in person. Are you someone's personal fucking savior? Or how about you go to the next one and say, fuck it, I've already planted the seed. Noah. Okay, stop with this me. I know it's for everybody. I know you hear me. I know you hear me. It's all that I need to hear. This. Truth.
Yeah.
Stop with the one-on-one fucking fights. Pass the seed, plant it, move the fuck along. Get out of Wonderland with Snooki and Jiminy Cricket. You're going to get fucking donkey ears and all sorts of tails.
Yeah. Come on, move, guys. Hold on.
There you go. We'll make warriors out of you yet. Don't worry. You call these motherfuckers out on their shit. You're going to have to talk to a law department, legal department? What the fuck you doing calling me asking legal opinions? You got a bar card, bitch? And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a cop. I don't care if it's a credit card. I don't care if it's a fucking court lawyer, whatever. I don't give a fuck what it is. Because I'll tell you, the last one that wants to talk to you is the one that actually is practicing law with the bar card. Because they're fucked.
Check this out. Abby, what's your name?
No name.
Okay, that's my 7-year-old autistic daughter.
There we go. Very autistic. I love artistic people. Flow with the show, kiddo. I love it. I felt that child. Nice. You see, this is when you bring child from killed. Pronounce this the same way, you know. CHILD, killed. This is what happened to the child. The child became the killed. That was eating from the tree of life.
My child is actually the seed that showed me the way of getting outside of the box. Move, guys. Thanks to her, I am where I am today. She was my blessing.
Yeah,
otherwise I would be as blind as the zombies that I see on a daily basis. You know, I see dead people now. Oh my God, on a daily basis. Okay,
yeah, a Super Bowl filled with meat sticks.
Yeah.
Nice salad, and you got.
It's more like a world. It's more like a World Cup. With meat sticks.
Yeah, Saladins, paladins, bunch of petons, peons, petards, retards. No, we'll fly out of here. Thanks, I'm good. For a fall down, go boom. Yeah. Yeah. Again, guys, this is. You start calling. You're so timid. You're so shy. Call these fuckers out. You got the power of God. Truth. Wield it, baby. Vorpal, that beast. Cut its heads off. Have fun with it. It's hilarious watching these monkeys dance. It really is. Cat on a hot tin roof, bitch. That's what we are. Tap dancing all over. We're tap dancing on the soul of Satan. How's that?
I like that.
Clickety, clickety, click. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, the kids are motivating, aren't they? You know, those beautiful sparks in your life. Yeah, I know.
Oh, their smiles. It's the reason why I do what I do, and I move where I move.
Yeah,
it's because of them.
You know the good news? The really good news on this is the fact that because of you standing where you're standing, nothing will harm that child, because that's where I stand, and nothing will harm that child or mine or anyone else's for that matter, because we're all one. That's the game I play. Do you love humanity enough to save all the children? Of course you do. It's a good start when you start with your own, but don't stop there.
I'll share this with you guys. The other day I was in bed caressing my daughter's hair, and I remember you, so I pretended to be you, kid, caressing your daughter, and then pretended to be the rest of everyone else who's missing their daughter or sons.
Oh, thanks.
So they have that moment every time I touched them and felt the loving of my daughter. I was transferring to all of you guys.
The child never.
All of those who, for some fucked up reason, are not with their, with their children.
Opening my arms and receiving that in thoughts and hearts in all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's music. It's my music. Oh, don't mind me, guys. I really should smoke a bowl. I am like flying right now. Wow. I was only a couple minutes left. I'm just gonna have to sail on my own for a few hours. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I had a real good technique I've been using for Facebook, and just all you got to do is go on like a link or like a whatever's on there, get someone's name, and go to their friends list, and then just work your way down the whole friends list. Just right click, and then you just go to the message. I mean, I'm on probably like my 2000th person by now, so it's classic.
There you go. Look at the seed planting you're getting done instead of having to pick a fight with one idiot. You look at you taking it to the whole field. That's the game to play. Get it out as far and as wide as possible. And I don't care if you know it or not. Just, hey, have you heard about the legal name fraud? And that's it. Walk away. The seed's planted. What? Huh? What? Can you imagine the rage of a patriot when you tell them right to their face, the system fucked you into fucking yourself? The only law that they wanted you to never break was legal name fraud. They wanted you to commit legal name fraud. They didn't want you to. That's the only law they wanted you to break, was using the legal name, because in that you break every law in the book, spiritual and man-made, every one of them. Talk about a 0 point, eh? Look at you, shiny. Yeah, it's a good piece of information to give people that gives them their ability to see their own soul again. You know, if you want to save people, then by all means, just get the word out. But don't play Jesus with anybody. Jesus didn't do that. He just kept walking, didn't he?
Yeah. You can't do that because you'll wear yourself out. You will wear yourself out.
Oh, yeah, those demons will parasite you, man. They'll want a legal department. Yes, we played that game, years ago. I've played through the 1-800 dial-up and connect to this, connect to that, right back to the first 1-800. It's always the same circle. Yeah, you've seen this shit go on. So I don't play the circle jerk with these debaters, these Piscean fish heads. I just tell them, well, listen, it's up to you. The mere fact that you're sitting at that phone where you're working is a felony. You have a nice day, though. And the best part?
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Oh, no worries. The best part, you're telling them the truth. You are telling them the truth. You're not being mean. It's the menace that's got them owned. So, no. I'd say you'd be doing a nice thing to all of humanity. Just get it out.